Oh.
Oh.
Who's
And
this now?
fuck.
Oh,
And,
and
fuck.
that's probably not.
There we go. There we go. Everything's fine. Don't
Yeah,
worry about it.
This is a different kind of stream, apparently.
Oh no! Please
No,
no!
you're there. You're there.
Please
And
no!
You
fuck.
can't stop it. Here it's coming. Oh, fuck.
No!
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
so glad I yelled then. I'm so glad I yelled. I blocked it. Okay, we're
It
happy
didn't
now.
block as much as you think.
All right. Yeah, we don't
I'm
need.
sorry. We've had a bit of a moment. We're late because of technical difficulties.
It's me. I'm the technical difficulty.
He is
actually,
technically
no.
difficult.
Cuddly
Better than just being
has
a
been
difficulty, which
perfect.
I am.
Yeah, Cuddly has been perfect.
Perfect.
And honestly, the issue has just been this thing.
See,
on my screen,
you're pointing at
It
Roju.
looks
like
You're pointing.
Roju.
Yeah, you're pointing at Roju.
My
my
screen, I'm
screen,
pointing
you're
at
pointing
Gouda.
at me.
Okay. I'm talking about my microphone.
Sure.
I did not
microphone.
do it. I did not.
But welcome back to Dramonia. Here is us. Here is we. Let me just adjust my camera a little bit so it's in the center. Hi. Did I ruin it for everyone else? Hi. We don't have time for a banter. We did that before we went live. So we're just gonna go right in, and I'm gonna say hello, everyone. I'm Josie Poser. I'm the dungeon mistress, and I run this game. Welcome to the show, and I'm joined today by these people. And we have Gudatome playing George, the Bard Sorcerer. We have Cuddly playing Nana, the Druid. We have AussieDevFro playing Rudy, Magic Hands McGee, the Cleric. And we've got Wedizorb playing Arthur Orblet III. He's a Rogue Ranger. And we've got Roju from Participation Award playing Gerald the Wizard, the Sorcerer Warlock. And we're gonna jump right into it. Actually, we're gonna do everyone come on, join me in doing we're going over to our interpretive dance of an intro for this show, and I need you all to join me in this.
Yeah, it's a
course.
choreograph.
And we are jumping into intro time.
Oh, George's is the best.
Oh,
Stop.
I
We
love
can't do
that.
anymore. George
That's
is done.
no, George is.
Yeah, we can't.
Are those
anymore.
duckies?
wow.
Are those rubber duckies?
Those were rubber ducks.
It was gold.
Oh,
All the gold that I stolen.
could it be
golden
rubber
rubber
duckies though?
ducks.
Because I feel like rubber duckies are the real treasure here.
Yeah.
I can try and find some for you.
The
at
real
another
treasure
time.
were the D20s we rolled along the way.
Oh heck! Oh no, my dice are underneath the cord to the microphone.
Oh no!
No, don't touch it. No.
You just have to say random numbers now.
You are.
Yeah,
you
just-
are. I'm getting
You're
those
just
dice.
rolling all
There's
nat
also,
ones
it's not like I
today.
can just
Oh,
slide them
no.
out. There's actually a grocery store receipt that has curled itself
No,
around the
not
cord.
the grocery store.
Right. Okay.
Everything's going great.
Everything's
Josie,
fine. It's
we
fine.
believe.
We're
We
all
believe.
fine.
We believe.
You can do it.
My camera does not. It's trying to
No, the
censor me
camera.
now.
The camera's censoring.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Oh, what the hell?
Hold on, let's see if I can
Okay. Okay.
focus.
Yay,
Okay,
there we
I'm
go.
focusing. Focusing as hard as I
Don't-
can.
Okay,
love
I think.
this camera.
Oh, actually, I'm being protected by the keyboard cable. It is holding aloft the microphone cord.
Yes.
Don't touch anything else. This is like the most
This is very stressful.
like touch
Mission
nothing but the
impossible.
dice
This is like
kind of
Jenga
moment.
Can you
level.
still
Yeah.
hear me?
Yes.
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 No.
Let's go.
Let's go. Does no one else hear that? Does no one else hear Orb saying no?
Fuck off, or we're not
Uh,
officially
saying no,
going until
honestly.
I'm wearing my DM necklace.
Okay, wait. I have a question.
Fuck! I forgot to change.
No,
what's
it's
in the
okay. 'cause
That's
if
the
it's under
third
cord,
time you
then
said that.
don't touch it.
It's okay, Cuddly.
It's on the
you
other
wanna know
side.
what's in the box?
I do,
Are you
because I
sure?
didn't see last time anyway. So You can
Okay,
surprise
well,
me with
yesterday was a nail
thing.
file so that
Okay.
you could keep
Yeah.
your phalangeal hygiene during those nail-biting moments.
I love it. I like
It's
it.
too late
And
for me for that.
today, in the box, and then I'm gonna go
What's in
in
the
and I'm gonna
box?
have to remove so many commands in the box. I'm gonna open the box. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Heck.
It says boo.
Is it? I have no idea.
Boo.
You're so
Oh,
small. Hold on.
Boo. Boo.
Oh, I
Boo.
see. Yeah.
Boo.
I was looking at the bottom, not the top. In my defense.
Well, the bottom has a
Bottom-
bunch of pretty rocks in it.
But that's why I was looking, because I'm a crow.
I thought we didn't have time for banter.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, this is like a
The box
reverse.
This is
was
a lot of
redeemed.
banter for like
Legally.
not having
Already
banter.
doing intros.
Legally.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, fine. I'm gonna go ahead and read the recap, and I'm also going to remove so many channel point thingies because you are all a menace, and I don't trust you. No sound alerts, no Swedish language or accent, and no making me leave. There we go.
Huh?
Because that's happened, actually.
Wow.
Someone
What
once
made you
redeemed
leave?
that. Yeah, so I
Oh.
just went and did the dishes.
Oh, man.
Okay,
Anyway.
the vanguard of the Black. After leaving the Marquis mansion, they walked and talked through the streets, when suddenly a blinding light erupted on one of the busy bridges between the north and south parts of town. George, getting his bearing, greets the party, and a less than happy Amanda Clive stomps over towards the group. Party quickly explains the situation after asking to talk to the guard captain in private quarters. She asks the vanguard to not stir the proverbial hornet's nest unless they can guarantee the safety of the city. They hand Amanda an item, spoils from a previous encounter with the fiendess Jalira, that would prevent her from being affected by mind-altering magic and charm effects. Amanda promises to contact the vanguard if anything dire happens, and will do her best to maintain order in the city of Green Harbor. Back in the briny bracket, they eat, talk, asking George about the trip. And a handful of spit takes later, Arthur asks to be excused. You return to Ebonspire, and the group splits up to do their own things for a little bit, while Rudy finds a letter. Addressed to Rudius Jr. McGee, the letter tells of his mother being ill and his father's pleading for Rudy to come and save her. While pondering this at the graveyard, Rudy meets a familiar mask of his father's attendant. They speak in the light rain of their childhood differences and similarities. The vanguard discusses their next move, concludes that they will prepare to journey to Rudy's hometown, the mountain stronghold city of the Ivory Hold. There they will visit the family, as well as look around for clues pertaining to the golden Dragon. So we come back in as you've woken up the next morning. You're having breakfast in your quarters. Arthur is already at the desk doing paperwork. Gerald, you cannot find any left socks anywhere. And Vinny is going crazy.
That's fine.
I don't know why I bother pairing them at this point.
Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't matter how you do it. It's only the left ones.
If possible, can you keep making it more and more complex? I feel like it's really enriching Kratos' mind. It's
I've got
kind
a
of like
fireball that will enrich his mind if he keeps this up.
oh well, maybe we should find some. What if I just bought you a packet of socks? Would that make up for it?
As Arthur walks sort of to Rudy with a paper, with requisition of just left socks.
Ah, there you go. That solves all our issues. But they need to be embroidered with Gerald's name on them because for some reason Kratos just likes Gerald's. left
Look, the
socks.
guild
Why don't you
can't
just-
pay for that. You'll have to pay for the embroidery yourself, Rudy.
Why don't you just get socks that aren't mine and just embroider with the word Gerald on them and feed him those.
We can try that. We can try that. I just.
The socks are not high on my spending list, Rudy. I really don't want to have to keep buying new pairs just to replace the left ones.
I don't control what Crater wants to eat.
I mean, honestly, better socks than my feet, or
Yes.
but still,
I mean, what if you didn't have enough left socks? Maybe you'd go after left feet next. He does like your socks the most.
I don't want to go down this footpath.
Oh,
Oh, Jared, look out! Vinny's coming around the corner.
What? Like,
You just hear slump with these dirty boot prints. And just slap. You take 1 point of
I
damage.
didn't even say anything.
Ooh, how about,
Getting
Gerald,
these pets back was the worst decision anyone ever made.
what if you turned the
I mean,
right...
they were just sent back to you. You never asked for them back.
Yeah, and
Oh,
we remember that we
wonder
also
why.
have a pet brain. We still have the pet brain, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, where did we leave him?
What
I mean,
is
it's
it?
not a
Sure,
pet.
sure,
It's a captain.
No,
Yeah,
it's a
wait,
pet.
we brought him back to the city where we fought the demons, but then we lost track of him. Where did he go?
I think we just ignored him.
Did
and
we
were
just, is he just
minding
being
our
like
jokes.
following along behind us or something? Or?
Did he come back to the guild?
I just want to make sure that Vinny hasn't eaten him yet.
You can make a perception check.
No, we need to make... He's a brain that latches onto people. We need to know.
Oh God,
We need to...
who's making it?
I feel like Arthur's too distracted by paperwork.
What was there?
unless you
wow,
like
Leo
literally
Cell.
just come and poke me
I'll
and
do
say,
it.
"Hey,
Captain
you seen
his
Leo
brain
Yes.
Zerbar.
I got a
That's
12.
the one.
12.
12.
Anyone else making a perception check?
Sure.
Could I argue
I don't
an
think
active
George
search for him
knows.
to try and use investigation?
Sure, use investigation.
If you guys tell George about him, he can try and check. But
Oh, yeah.
George doesn't know about the brain. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
George, we're
Neither
looking
one
for a
now.
brain. There's going to be a brain lying around. Calls himself Leo Cell.
Okay. I will. Yeah, mine's 16. Do we think we found him?
Who lost their brain?
Leo Cell lost his brain.
Yes. You do actually find what looks like some form of mucus residue on the handy haversack.
Oh, he's
Uh-oh.
in-
Wait,
Ah.
Oh no.
I open it up, stick my hand in, think Leocell, the brain, and withdraw.
You feel something wet and squishy.
I pull it out. What are you doing?
Oh, Master Gerald. I swear I could smell cookies. I did not expect there to be a whole world within this.
Do you know? Do you need to breathe or anything?
I'm a brain. I do not think I have lungs.
Yes, but do you require air still?
I don't know. What day is it?
oh, it's been several days since we left.
How long have you been in there? When did you get in the bag?
Well, I hid in the bag when you went to fight that large demon. I figured I would hide myself, but then I couldn't get out. There was just an infinite void,
Yes.
spanning in every direction.
I wouldn't recommend going in there. For starters, if you do need air, you'll probably die because there is a limited supply.
And you would know he's been in there now for over a week, if that's the case.
Ah,
Oh my
But
God.
given the time, you either require very little or none at all. So that's good, I guess, for you.
Gerald, do brains eat? I need to know. I have extra cookies.
Well, I mean, if he was chasing cookies, you are Nana, and I'm just gonna gladly hand the brain off to Nana and just like
Just
press
gonna, like,
to
hold
take
it
my
like-
Yeah,
hands
and then
clean.
you hear in your head as you're holding, because the brain
Mhm.
is the size of a
Oh,
regular
you
brain.
haven't actually.
Yeah.
Nana
No.
hasn't actually
Yeah, and
met
Nana and
Leo
George
yet.
have not.
It has like little, almost like 3-toed little reptilian legs, like
Hmm.
4 of them.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You meant
Be like,
a literal
Greetings.
Nana,
brain.
this is Leo Cell.
I am Captain Leozel Servo.
He almost killed both myself and Arthur.
Oh,
but that
well,
was he was
really,
that-
really? And she's
before,
like
that
looking
was-
at him going, really?
Oh, most certainly. In
It's-
fact, if it
it's
wasn't
more
for
complicated than
Ergothoa, Arthur would have most certainly died.
Yes. Nana, I nearly died multiple times.
In fact, he did die
it
once.
wasn't a brain at the time.
Okay, because you never know with Arthur, really.
I do apologize for any
Arthur
harm
just-
that I caused.
You're not gonna try and kill us again, right?
No, I have somewhat of a handshake deal, if you will, with Gerald, that if he dies, I will inhabit his body.
I never made that.
Gerald, how many people have you promised your body?
I've not promised it to anyone.
You
Um,
do realize what this sounds like, right, Gerald?
I
You do
do-
sound.
I
You
do
know
not
what you
consent
sound like. You're
to whatever the
profession
brain
is.
wants to do.
I mean,
with
to
my
be
body.
fair, you would be dead, so you can't really argue against it.
I mean, yes, but
Necrophilia,
what if someone
just
wants
c-
to bring me back?
I'm sorry, George, what was that word?
nothing.
Look, I'm just gonna focus on the cookies.
No,
Thank you,
if want
Nana.
help,
Yeah, so, if Nana puts them on the table and puts a cookie in front of him, what happens?
Well,
Does it-
it seems to be sniffing. It seems to be eating. The cookie definitely starts to disappear, but it's more akin to like it lays down on the cookie and the cookie starts like mushing
Starfish
against
is
the
it.
mucus
Nice.
and
Right.
then it's sort of like absorbed.
Wait, I've got an idea. Leocel,
Yes,
you were guard captain in your previous
Correct.
life, correct? Yes.
I was.
It would be safe to assume that you took the guards through drills, training drills and whatnot, right?
Correct.
Arthur, I have a brilliant idea.
What's your idea as he looks up from paperwork?
We could have Captain Leocel here help train the guild recruits. Don't you think you'd be
I
a great
relish
boon?
the challenge.
It would be a great boon to the fighting force that we have here.
I have been feeling without purpose for some time now, since you freed me.
Look,
It would give him that purpose that he so clearly desires.
I don't know how everyone's gonna take in orders from a brain.
Also,
you're-
very difficult to instruct swordsmanship when you can't hold a sword.
I have an
Well,
idea.
all I need is a body.
I have an idea. We just polymorph him, and he only holds class for an hour.
Hang on. If he only needs a body, though, Rudy, are you able?
I'm not digging up a corpse for Captain Leocel.
Well, I feel that is the only way we're going to be able to have him instruct, teach, learn.
Well, I mean, I think the polymorph idea is honestly better, rather than potentially undead abominations being created inadvertently.
I'm
Do you
not
need
going.
do you need an undead person, or
No,
do
wait.
you just need
No,
to take
no.
over someone?
Definitely not. It would be a dead body that I would inhabit. It would still be dead. I would just be controlling it.
Hear me out, Josie. Surely there are like full chickens in the kitchen. Just full like chicken breasts in the kitchen.
Yes!
One dude from Cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
Hear me out, Josie.
No, surely.
No,
No,
but
I
I
like.
will say Gerald made an intelligence check.
Straight intelligence.
Please let me have a chicken brain.
Well, I'm
15.
kind of.
15. You do know of someone who made a fully functional mechanical body for themselves.
Professor Orb!
Oh, of course.
Surely Professor Orb can help us, right?
Oh my god.
Oh.
It's actually the Professor
Sorry,
Orb.
the Professor Orb.
Like
Wait.
it's an item. It's not a name. It's the
It's-
Professor
yeah,
Professor
it's the
Orb can
Professor
help
Orb.
teach magic too.
Ooh.
Yeah, did he come back with us? I forgot about
No,
him.
no, he
No,
he
he's
stayed in
still
the
there,
reflected
isn't
city
he?
to
Yeah.
continue his research, I believe.
Yeah.
Great.
I think it'll be a well, if you pitch this, I think it'll be a hard sell. He seemed very committed to his research, but it's a good idea. Maybe
I mean,
perhaps
We
perhaps
give
we
him a
could
research
fly
lab.
him. Well, he already has one, but perhaps we could ply him for the trade secrets on creating one, and then we could perhaps get someone to make it for us.
Or we could just... Maybe he needs funding for his research. We could pay him, and he could come here and not only build a body for the captain here, but he could also maybe assist in the defenses of the city.
Well, all right. That sounds a little better than a giant
these-
turkey
these
walking
are,
around, but
A few good options. I suppose we can just present them to him and can-
Gerald, you did do the accounting the other day. Do we have the funds to be able to do that as a guild?
Oh, yes, you really need to get someone else to do that for you, Arthur. If this is how it's been,
Look, it's not normally like it was. I was told it was bad, but I
it's so
haven't.
bad.
I
honestly,
as I was dragged and told, I haven't been looking after myself apparently, and I think that was the results of that.
Oh, really? Oh, didn't
If-
notice.
I didn't notice either, but apparently I wasn't.
Surely throughout the entire guild, we would have a couple of people who would be around, you know, the main chapter of the guild here, who would know how to polymorph people. Or yes, or is that not?
That's
No?
quite a powerful.
Quite a powerful
spell.
oh, it's
spell.
just me and
Yeah.
George then, huh?
Mm.
I
I'm
mean,
feeling
you
good.
could
Okay,
you
go.
could potentially ask around the college. That would be
Yeah.
What if-
somewhere.
Because my intention was like you know, we've been discussing, like, you know, off the stream, we've been discussing ways to bolster the defenses and those sorts of things of the city and the guild. Surely adding the guard captain to the recruits training regime would add another
It would,
point.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
If
maybe
you can
yeah.
supply him with a functional body that can indeed train troops.
Right. Well, how about this? Because obviously we have to go. How about we leave the captain with the college arcana? Maybe they can figure out some way of assisting the ESL in locating a body, or at the very least contacting the Professor Orb and maybe relaying our request.
Well, your idea has merit, but there's a lot of characters at the college. I would hesitate purely in respect of the fact that they're just as likely to run magical experiments with him as to actually help.
Why can't we just let him be a chicken like Nana said?
Because
He
a
still
chicken
can't hold
wield
a
swords,
sword.
George.
just got to
No,
be
but we
able
tell
to.
him, and then,
Also,
you know,
I believe the body needs to be large enough to warrant me taking place within its head or similar and attached to its nervous system. I feel like I would be a little bit top heavy attached to a chicken.
okay. Well, hundreds of people die a day. Why don't we just, take some?
Well, what about this? In the meantime, I can leave you with a polymorph, and perhaps you could still verbally instruct until we can figure something out on that front. Would that be all right? It will only last for, I think, 8 hours. It'll only last for
No,
about 8
I
hours.
believe it's
1
1
hour.
hour.
1 hour.
One? Oh,
Yeah,
is
it's
it
a
1
w-
hour? Oh, what's
Yeah.
wrong?
It is 1 hour.
Yeah, unless you have true polymorph.
I might.
No, that's like an 8th or 9th level
Oh,
spell.
okay.
Yeah.
Y-
Right. Maybe
I
that's
had an option of taking it, but I did not.
No.
That's all right. How about this is an idea we circle back to later?
Yes. I feel like if I were given some time in a more favorable form, I would use the time to acquaint myself with those in these lodgings rather than try to convince them that I am here to train them. I feel like
This is fair, yes. Well, in the meantime, would you like to come with us, or would you like to? Look, I don't want to risk, a little Artie Jr. or Vinny.
I
but...
would love to see how the world has changed since I last left the Blue Key.
Oh,
Well, let's go.
Well, if we're gonna do this, we'll need some paperwork.
no, we
well,
don't need any paperwork. I'm sick of paperwork. In fact,
Yes,
Arthur,
but what if you insurances and
We don't need insurance.
pays and
Insurance is a scam, Arthur.
Nana, let's prepare to leave for the Ivory Hold. I'm ready to go now.
Arthur starts pushing paperwork into his bag.
That is, unless anyone else has anything they need to do before we leave.
Before we leave, I don't believe so.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
no, you go.
Oh, I was just I just remembered one of the downtime things that I wanted to check in on was like energy tweak on the rod to make it
Yes.
sorcerer
Yes.
adaptable. Is that
Yes,
something
I have
that's-
not fixed. I not fixed the item, but I have figured out the ruling for it.
cool?
And the ruling is that you can now regain 1 slot. That's the wording. 1 slot. That's just it. So you can't get 5 levels of sorcerer slots back. It's 1 slot.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I'd sort of in my brain that was how it was anyway because of the wall.
Yeah, because I was thinking about like that would be broken. The reason why it's a balanced item is because the sorcerers have limited slots and
That's
a
right.
stuck level.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's just you can now use it to regain 1 spell slot of your choice.
that's
up
fine.
to
'Cause
fifth
I
level.
really just wanted it for the DC thing more than anything.
Yes.
Cool.
I don't know how to edit that off the top of my head right
That's
now.
all right. If we can, if you're fine with it just being that it got completed at some point in time in this thing, and I'm able to go pick that up or whatever the case,
Yes.
I can just remember it and
Yeah.
Make sure I can
We
get the
got
right
it.
number.
We got it.
sweet.
Rudy,
Then that's all I'd want to do.
you were speaking as well.
Yeah, what was your
Yes.
thing?
George and Nana possibly. Maybe not straight away, but when we get closer to maybe encountering people that I know, I wouldn't mind if I could be polymorphed into my previous form, how I used to look. Would that be all right?
Oh, yeah, yes.
I will say you would lose any racial benefits of being reborn while under
If I
the
was
polymorph
polymorphed. Okay, all right.
because you would essentially have been
Mm.
polymorphed into a
Back
human.
into human, yeah.
Perhaps just an illusion
Or an illusion.
might
that
might last longer.
Can I make him a skinned reborn?
No,
Early reborn before he loses his skin?
no.
Or some
had
form
to
of
ask.
illusion, if that's possible.
I can do
Mhm,
illusions.
I only know how to disguise myself. I don't know how to use it on others.
No, that's fine.
Wait, I have. Oh no, you don't have enough skin for me to do that. Never mind.
What?
I'm sorry, George. You muttered that last part. I didn't quite catch that. No, it's okay. I will just have to cover up
Unless
then.
they would get rid of your maggots, that wouldn't be good for you.
I
would
don't
it?
have any maggots.
I think
You
Josie knows what
know
I'm
of.
referencing.
Arthur might still have maggots.
Arthur shakes his head and goes, "No."
There would have been a lot in your. It's okay. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, would you have said that the night before, or would you have only said that this morning
It's
about the
something.
polymorphing?
It's something I only thought about today, but it's.
It's something
look,
they might have
it's
planned
okay.
for.
It's okay. No, it's okay.
Because I just
Sorry.
don't have the spell equipped, but
No.
I would if we had talked.
No, George or Nana would have explained that Rudy might lose some of his more interesting abilities if he
Yeah.
was polymorph.
Would
So
minor
that's...
illusion be able to cover him completely?
No, minor illusion would not.
Okay, I didn't think so, but
Minor
I had to double
illusion
check.
also, I don't think it moves. You want
No.
silent
No.
image would be the one that you would want for
I don't
this.
think I have silent image. I think I had the choice and said I don't need it.
Silent image is the one that can like move around,
Yeah.
whereas minor illusion is just like a little thing.
Yeah, I did not take it. I'll
No.
get you next level.
No, it's okay.
How,
no,
how
it's
about
no matter.
how about this? If you give me a little bit of time, what if I wrote you a scroll of disguise self?
How would that work then?
Well, I have scroll materials for creating a spell scroll, and I could create one for disguise self. It's only a first level spell. It's not too expensive.
You know what? Maybe
And that'll last you an hour.
well, I'll think about it. If I need to interact with anyone who I don't think would like to see this form, we'll ask. I'll ask.
It could be prudent for me to make one anyway, now that I'm thinking about it, just for if you do need to disguise yourself and you don't
How
have
long-
the means to.
How long will it take?
I believe it's like
What level
like an
spell is
hour.
it?
Just first level.
At a first level, I think bard spell.
First level.
It's
Yes. I
most
see it
most
is first
arcane
level.
casters have access to it. Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's an hour to
Oh,
scribe a
crafting.
spell, if I'm not mistaken.
Disguise self
per
only lasts
level
an hour
or
as
something?
well, though.
Let me double check.
But at least then he's got one that he can just use whenever, I figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you take like an hour doing that, then Nana can just
There we
go
go.
grill the queen.
You can go and inform the queen of the.
It takes an hour if you have a specific type of feature that are usually locked to wizards. You can do it faster. It is considered one work day to do a first level spell.
Oh, a whole 8-hour workday.
Yeah.
That's an idea for another day, I think, Gerald.
Well, it would take a day, I guess.
By the sounds of this letter, I don't have too many days.
Also, unless the spell is on the cleric spell list, Rudy wouldn't be able to cast it.
At
Oh, there you
all,
go.
or would he just need to?
No, at all.
Oh, okay.
The rules state you can cast scrolls up to levels you can cast yourself just for free. If it's on your spell list but higher level, it requires a check. But if it's not on your spell list at all, you just can't.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, never mind then. Apparently, you have no capacity for arcane spell casting. Unfortunate.
That's all right. And it's fine. I shouldn't be trying to hide what I am anyway. I feel like that's probably, worse than embracing it.
Oh, no, please. Bury it deep down, and none of us have to see it again. I think that would be lovely.
Gerald.
What?
Just because he's dead, we can't discriminate against him.
Oh, well, I wasn't trying to discriminate. It's just I mild panic every time I look at his face, that's all.
You do mild panic when you look at most things, though, so.
Well,
Mild
Anyway,
panic.
I apologize for bringing this whole kerfuffle up, but we can go now if everyone's ready.
You head to the back where Nana has been tending to a patch of plants for this purpose specifically. And Nana, you do know that there is a park near the center of the Ivory Hold that you've visited many times. There's a large oak tree standing near a lake. You envision it, hoping that it still stands. You haven't been to the Ivor Hole in some time. You envision the vines of this grape growth that Nana's been tending to sort of just like shimmies like beaded drapes to the sides. You can see in front of you a portal, if you will.
All right. Well, I guess I better go first, seeing as though I'm probably the only one who knows where we're going anyway.
It only stays open for 6 seconds.
Oh, quick! Jump in, everyone! Dive!
Nana's like, let's go, let's go. Get in if you want to live.
Rudy sees Arthur reaching for a piece of paperwork that's flooded out of his grasp and just yanks Arthur in.
No!
Yank in. And you step out, all of you. Crisp green grass. You can hear soft sound of water. There's a thick fog hanging in the air. And you hear something familiar.
Oh no. No, I thought this was gonna happen.
Yes.
Familiar
As
to
you hear-
everyone by George. By George.
As you hear a voice that says, well,
Oh no.
color me disappointed. As you look around, you see a park bench made out of redwood and roses. As the bench itself turns to face you, sitting on it, cross-legged, you see this cowl of a panther's head with skin.
Don't make
The
eye contact.
upturned nose, the long eyebrows, and the whiskers.
If we just
sitting.
ignore him, he might go away.
Now, Gerald, please. I'm very disappointed in all of you, I must say.
Even
Sky
me?
is so nice this time of year.
You look around and you realize you can only see like green grass and fog. Even the tree you came out of is nowhere to be seen.
Nana, why did you bring us here? This is not
Oh,
where...
you think I brought us here? That's very
Yes.
funny.
Oh, no, do not blame Nana. Well, blame Nana for my presence, but not for taking you here.
Oh, I didn't know you were bringing us presents this time.
I love presents.
Oh, Gerald.
I would like...
not
Shit, I
missed
made eye
you.
contact.
I'm not part of this group. I'm just going to...
This is the
Rudy,
guy
please.
from the train, right? That told you if you guys didn't take things seriously, we were gonna
No,
get hurt.
Yeah, this
no, I
is
don't recall that
indeed...
bit, George. That definitely didn't happen. No.
Oh, it definitely did. That's when Vinny
No.
started moving around and slapping us too.
Yes, where is little Vinny? I thought I might as well give him a top up.
Oh, well, we left him back in, but you can, go straight through
Yeah,
that
I'll-
tree.
I'll pop by. Don't worry
All right,
about it.
yes.
Oh, you don't need to take the trouble. It's fine.
No, it's no biggie.
Actually, it might help us
It's
a
on
lot.
the way. It's not that far.
I'm sure you're such a busy cat. You've got better things to do, I'm sure.
Yes. Well,
Actually, I have a
you're not
small
lying.
favor.
I was not feeling that one.
Oh, you little shits. You've not listened at all to what I said to you, did you?
Arthur puts his hand up. He goes, I listened.
Arthur, be quiet. The adults are talking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't tell the friggin' leader. I run this friggin' joint, and he's just like buries down.
Sure. Good. Arthur, yes, you've been a good boy. Are you happy now?
Always.
Actually, we might as well. And Arthur just waves his hand, and Arthur turns to mist. And vanishes.
He's been instant killed again.
Oh, that
Arthur Arthur,
always
you
happened to
stand
him
in the
first.
same park, but it is midday and there's people around. There's a child sitting eating a sandwich on the bench that did turn around, but is now correct. It just looks at you while eating this sandwich. Where did you come from?
That is a good question. I might need a drink. Where can I get a drink?
I have some water.
Something stronger.
Milk?
Yes, milk. Where can I get some milk?
I have some at home, but I'm not
Special
supposed to
milk
bring
is
any
stronger than water.
strangers.
No, that's fine. Thank you. I'm gonna go for a walk this way.
And you start walking along the edge of this lake. And you look around and you can see this wide city spanning out around you. And you can see the white mountain tops surrounding the entirety of this large city. Now back, the rest of you have just seen Arthur vanish. And Arthur says, so, yes, and none of you really listened, I feel. I feel like there's been some form of miscommunication. Was there something you didn't quite get?
Oh no, it was very clear. I just liked.
Oh, so you just didn't care. I see. Well, that's
I'm
a
still
bit of a
confused
problem.
as to what we're talking about, honestly.
I'm not surprised, Gerald. You know, you seem so clever at times and so dumb every time else. You know, you have your moments. You do. You really, really do.
Thank you.
Sad they are so far and few between.
Thank you.
I'm honestly, I don't know what to do with a lot of you. I feel like brute force wouldn't really do it. I don't feel like that's something that would really click with you. I feel like, is there something I could do to make you listen? To make you realize what you are doing?
I have an idea.
Oh, I am open, all ears.
If you help us in our battle against Jalira,
Oh,
we'll
you
be
went quiet.
done with this whole adventuring business, and then we won't have to annoy you anymore. The faster we achieve our goal, the sooner we're out of your hair.
I'm a very busy person.
Oh, but you can take time out of your busy day to come and, chew the fat with us
Yes,
now.
slapping some children around doesn't take long.
But slapping a really naughty child, namely
I
Jalira...
would have to slap really hard and many times. That might hurt my hand.
Oh, my...
Question.
Yes, Gerald.
I don't quite understand what we're what you would like us to achieve, essentially.
Well, do you remember the last time we spoke, Gerald?
Vaguely.
Well, I told you, implored you, begged almost, that maybe you take things a little bit more seriously when in the face of dire danger.
Oh,
I'm just signifying that I, the Archfey of Humility, feel like maybe you should be a bit more humble in front of adversaries with the power to kill you. Let me tell you, if you had not been under a sworn oath of of peace, Jalira would have killed you the other day. She was considering it.
Oh, I hope it was because of the potato.
No, actually, the potato, she didn't mind at all.
Oh,
She does still
very
have
disappointing.
mortal servants, so they do need food, so she figured, might as well, when life gives you potatoes, might as well make mash.
You might as well make mash. You're right.
But Nana,
So-
please. You are one of the biggest problems here.
Oh, I
You
know.
are a lovely, wonderful. I'm just asking to maybe tone it down a little bit. Maybe keep it to the times when that sort of verbal arrogance really is warranted.
Like when we're going against the sucky bitch.
No. Have you not been listening?
Oh, this is your first time here. Oh wait,
What
no,
if
it's not.
humor is our way of coping?
Yeah, it's a very good
humor
side.
is
I
a
mean,
coping mechanism.
It's
Are
actually
you-
healthy for us to get this out, you know?
Are you telling us to be unhealthy and not save the world?
Because that would be really, really awful of you to say.
I'm still just
That would
very
sound like
confused.
you're the bad guy here. It would sound like you're not slapping bad children, you're slapping good children.
No. I'm maintaining the balance of humility and arrogance. That's what I'm doing. George, make an intimidation check.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
13. I rolled low. Dang it.
13.
If only River was
You
here.
see, that's not at all what we're here about. What we're talking about. I'm talking about the fact of the ripples that you may cause by furtherly angering these people where your arrogance is completely unwanted, and frankly, your puns are terrible.
Oh, that one did
That
hurt
may
a
be
little
true,
bit.
but
All I'm
anger
saying
makes
is
people
that
sloppy, though. So if we're angering them, isn't that
yes, but it
better?
also makes people lash out, and I know for a fact that you promised a certain guard to not stir the hornet's nest when all you've been doing the last looks at a watch that doesn't exist 7 months has been poking the beehive. You've been in and out, stir it all about.
I just want to say I promised no such thing.
I don't
That's
remember.
true. You did. George, leave. And George also turns to
He's like, George, no, it's not where you are.
And then there were 3.
Oh my god.
Gerald, what are you doing?
Oh, I don't know. Something came over me.
Just a reflex. Hmm.
It's a nervous tick sometimes.
Look, I understand. I understand that maybe your progress, your splendor has gone to your heads. I don't know. But usually, people take me quite seriously. And you've now several times ignored the warnings and the begging. Just keep going. I feel
Could I leave
I
as
feel like
well?
my feelings have been hurt. I feel like I've been betrayed. I don't understand how you would do this to me.
Is that a tear?
We never meant to hurt you.
But you have.
We never meant to make you cry.
I knew it. I'm so proud of you.
Oh no.
Oh, deep down you love coming here. You know
I
it.
don't. I really.
Well, then don't come back. It's such a simple concept, really. If you don't, I have provided several options for you to either not have to interact with us or help us get on our way.
Rudy, look over there, a shiny bone, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna succeed this, and it's gonna be 28.
Ooh.
28. But you look, there is a shiny bone, sort of like it's got these cartoon arms and it's doing a dance in the air.
Oh,
Well, that's just silly. Why would you do that? You come to us, tell to us about being silly, and then you just like, what is this? Is this a game to you?
A word. Could I just have a
So
word?
done with us.
A word alone with you?
Yes.
Yes.
Please. What? Yes. yes.
Watch your bone, Rudy. Watch your bone. I know you mean well, and I know that my jokes aren't as good as they used to be. No, I promise. 50 years ago. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. But if I'm going to die on this quest, I would just like to have a little fun along the way.
I can't stay mad at you, Nana.
Oh, well, why don't
Oh,
you have some
that's
cookies
just
for your
so
Gerald,
troubles?
on the other hand. Gerald, I feel like someone like Gerald should know what's happening, and he just refuses to realize what is going on.
Yes, it's almost like he knows what he's doing, but I'm just so sure he doesn't. You can't be mad because he just doesn't know. You know.
Or does he? Maybe he's playing the long con.
Just looks at Gerald. What is Gerald doing at the moment? Just standing there.
Just kind of
looking at
hands
this.
on his hips, kind of looking like.
And Nana just goes, does that look like a man who's playing the long con to you?
The very long con.
Oh,
Yes.
I see.
Now, I figured they're not going to listen to me, Nana, but I do ask, please keep them in check just a little bit.
I'll do my best.
I'll overlook any smaller discrepancies and contrivances, but please.
So not in front
Please.
of Jalira, right?
The thing is, Nana, while sure, angry people are clumsy, they also lash out. You might be causing ripples that you cannot conceive, perceive. Did you do? There might be things that have happened as a consequence of your actions.
I see what you mean.
I'm just trying to make you realize that there are moments where you should think before you speak.
Oh, yes. Yes, that's very true. Well, look, I can't promise that I'll stop making bad jokes, but I'll be more mindful of the timing, at the very least.
Please do. Please do. I mean, timing is one of the keystones of comedy.
You.
But thank you for listening, at least. It warms an old heart.
Oh,
It does.
yes. You know what else would warm that heart? Oh, you sent Arthur away. If only he had his hot cocoa with him.
He sold that ages ago.
Oh, that's right. Oh, see, my memory.
Now I'm gonna give you a little tidbit, darling, as a thank you.
Oh, yes.
You're in the right place.
Oh. Well, thank you.
And then it shifts. The mist disappears, and suddenly you're standing in a midday sun, a few sparse clouds in the sky. And there's a few people around. You see the oak that you aimed for, and next to you, you find Gerald and Rudy.
Oh.
You see George a little further away, just wandering, looking around. And far off, you swear that's Arthur, already like a quarter around the lake, just walking along the footpath.
Oh dear, we'd better gather them. Rudy, Gerald, are you all right?
Well, in a matter of speaking.
We can't remember that though, can we?
You can't.
We can.
We can.
Because we talked to
Oh.
we didn't fight the panda, right?
Right,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right, that's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
we get I love
bit
remembering shit.
Oh, yeah, sorry, just 2 seconds.
1, too.
Oh my god, he hates that.
I know.
But yeah, Nana, looking around, you're sure, yes, this is the same park. You're definitely in the Ivory Hold. You look around and you see the Tower of Academy Town. You see the castle. You see the far distance to the south. You see the Circle of Wonders and the top of the peak of the Cathedral in Ivory. And all around you can see families having picnic. You see a couple of workers that are currently walking around. They're putting up gold and white ribbons and banners between lampposts. You see someone who's walking around currently. It looks like they're nailing big signs to one of the large bulletin boards near the lake.
On closer inspection, what do the signs say? Are they in like common? Can I read them?
It's a bit too far away. You just hear like the hammering sound, and you see that this person who's holding like this big bundle of paper is nailing something, but it looks colorful and festive.
Oh.
Rudy would know straight away what this is, right?
Actually, you recognize that the coloration of the white and golden banners and ribbons, it usually means that there's some form of royally proclaimed event about to happen. These colors are usually only hung when there's an expectation of the Awe himself showing up and making an appearance.
Right. Oh, well, that doesn't happen every day.
Do you know what's going on, Rudy? Would you know about all this?
Not exactly, but it normally means when the Awe is going to possibly visit, or at least, swing by.
Did you hear, by the way, the description I gave to Nana, or did you run off?
I heard like the second half of it. Sorry. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. It's just from your standpoint currently, you can see the Tower of Academy Town, you can see the Circle of Wonders, the amphitheater, you can see the castle, and you can see the roof of the height of the cathedral in Ivory.
Yeah. Right. Well.
And Arthur, who's now almost halfway across the pond.
Nana just goes, who's the fastest one? We should probably get him. Is it like a big lake or is it like a smaller lake? Or...
It's rather big. It's like you could yell to someone across it, but swimming across might be a stretch.
Oh, in that case, she's pretty wet. Yeah. Oh, good, George.
Can I just send him a message and say, Arthur, come back. Nana says
he's too far away for the cantrip message.
Oh, really?
Not too far away from my lungs, Arthur.
There's just this yell echoing. And yeah, you hear Nana call out.
Arthur looks in the other direction.
Yeah, you can see the whole troop. And there's a lot of people who's like walking the park. You see some people walking their dogs. A couple having picnic. It looks like there's a row and some people are out on little rowboats in the lake, and everyone just looks at Nana.
And she's just like waving, like a very excited, like grandma, like, oh, over here. Sorry, everyone. So I just get excited. My grandson,
Is there like a boat nearby on the shore that I could jump on?
Oh my god.
It looks like further away if you were to keep going. It looks like there's a small like rowboat rental shack. It's one of those, like foot paddle boats.
Yeah,
more
Arthur's
than anything.
going to that. I'm coming, and he goes that way.
It would be the same distance to run to that place and run back to Nana.
Okay, if that's the case, I'll just get back to Nana.
I saw you eyeing off that shack, Arthur. Don't cause trouble here, please. If there's one place I would like you to not cause trouble, it would be here.
I never cause trouble here. I mean, I never cause trouble anywhere. What are you talking about?
If I had eyebrows, I'd be giving you a look right now.
Pity
you don't
No,
have
but
one.
is Rudy completely covered? Do you have like mask and everything?
Rudy is completely covered at this point. Yes.
So we're just going to not address the cat in the mist.
Not particularly. They don't seem overly helpful, so...
Well, look, when I talked to Ator a little
Ator.
bit. Ator, yeah. I was like, I was trying to figure out which way it was around.
It's
And I was like,
Ator.
I did, yeah. So I was like, no, that's not right. I talked to him and I just explained where I come from because I know you all put up with my very bad jokes, but you know, I like to have fun and I understand that that sometimes maybe we go too far in the face of, well, like he said, something truly dangerous. And I think he was just worried that it might, I suppose, make Jalira lash out. I'm not going to stop doing my stupid jokes, but maybe when we're around her, I can be more careful. But we're not going to be friends. I remember when she tried to pull that. I'm not going to be friends with her, no.
It's okay, because I can still be mean to her because I made no such promises.
Oh, I didn't make. Yes, no, you're all good, and we'll just see what happens. But he did say we were in the right place. They said.
Who knows?
The very kind. The panther
No,
person.
it was a specific to you, Nana. You are in the right place.
Cuddly's just like, what does that mean? That's a face of someone who doesn't know what that means.
Or knows what it means.
Or knows what it
like
means.
several things. Okay.
I'm just saying there's been some breadcrumbs.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yes, motherfucking
As much as I would like to be standing here discussing, beings that are really just unhelpful and rude and don't want anything.
Yeah,
I'm having trouble
and-
hearing you still. Sorry.
Oh, am I?
You're a bit quiet, a little bit.
Is that better?
Oh, much. Thank you.
Yeah.
There we go.
And yes, Arthur and Gerald and George, you've never been here before. You recognize nothing in this city. You are completely lost. Looking around, the entire place is surrounded by mountains. These stark white mountains.
Welcome to the Ivory Hold, I suppose.
You can see the castle to the north. Seems to be built directly out of this white mountain with some architecture added to it, but it's got these stony spires and the walls look like they're just carved out of natural rock. You can see this almost a dozen stories tall giant tower with these black walls surrounding it. And to the south, by the edge of the park, you do see what looks like a rather busy area. There's a huge mansion building, a keep almost. It's massive. And also this large, almost like an open seashell amphitheater that just rises above the residential buildings. Most houses here are cramped together, single, second. Some of them are 3 stories tall. It looks like there are really dense places, like the houses are really cramped together, and then there's a lot of open space in between.
All right. Well, if it's all right with you all, I think I might. I can either direct you towards the castle if you want, or I can. If you want, you can come with me. I don't mind if you want to tag along.
I wouldn't mind tagging along if that's all right, Rudy.
Yes, we want to be here to support you, unless that's going to be, not all right.
I'm kind of interested on how you introduce your new husband.
I think for this,
there will be
there's
there will
been
be
no
no introducing of any husbands, George.
Yes.
Not today.
If
tomorrow?
if you need me, I'll be there. If you don't, then I won't. I suppose.
Yes, what would you prefer, Rudy? Is it going to be easier to not introduce us?
I can be lurking invisible if you need, backup.
What do you like invisibility?
I'm just going to see family. I don't need backup. It's more of a emotional support. But
Did you want us to meet your family? Did you want to introduce us to them?
look, I a lot of complicated emotions right now. Just I wouldn't mind if my friends came with me.
I'll do
And
you
you
a
want it to
favor.
be polymorphed, right?
Oh,
No, it's okay. We don't need to do that. I'll keep the mask on.
I'll do you a favor and I won't say a word, Rudy.
That would be appreciated, Arthur.
All right, lead the way.
Right. Right. So in that direction, and Rudy would point towards the nobles district. That direction is where pretty sure my father would like to live. But we're instead going to go in this direction, and then he starts taking them towards the messy.
Yeah, the way he
Damn
points,
shade.
you see this like, you know, Orange County gated community, these large houses with the fences. No one is built next to each other. They've made sure there's like a little bit of distance between
Yeah.
all of them. That's where he points to, these beautiful, pristine estates. And instead he points you what seems to be past the Circle of Wonders. You'd have to go further south in the city.
Nana like starts to go that direction, and I feel like Arthur just like
I feel like-
steers her back around.
I feel like
yeah.
George would just keep going that way if no one stops him.
Yeah, Arthur is stopping.
No, sorry, George. I was making a joke that only I would understand. Anyway, we can go this way. And onwards he would lead.
You walk along the pond. You walk the footpaths. You pass a lot of people. You do pass the billboard. If anyone would like to check what the paper
I
says.
do want to read it. Yes.
I'm mildly
It-
curious.
You're mildly curious.
Mm.
It states, it says, come and join. Celebrate the victory of the awe against the horrible demons of the depths. 4th of Umber, the king will proclaim the victory as he secured the safety of the Eastern Lush.
What?
Oh,
Now that is curious.
Yeah, and you would know that that is tomorrow.
okay.
We should definitely stay the night, and we should definitely investigate this, because this sounds like there was an attack.
Well, wasn't there an attack? That's what you went to do, right? That was the whole. Oh my God! Did you just not do the thing that River wanted you to do? Please, she took so much time out of her really busy life. She became a dragon. Oh my God!
Wait, no,
Wait.
sorry. I think my as in
Eastern Lush.
yeah.
Eastern Lush is the jungle where Fungi Majora is located.
So wait, so this
You nailed that. That was you. You guys are the guests of honor. You should be.
wait.
Yeah.
Sorry, my Darcy is not processing right. Is
Yeah,
this
I don't
According
think
to
the same
this
for me.
paper, the king claims that it was him and his forces that saved the jungle.
okay? Thank you. Thank you.
And there's a big celebration in his honor
Right. Okay.
Right.
tomorrow.
Isn't that what we did?
Oh yeah. Well, that's what we did. You and Nana were off. That's what.
Oh yes, you. So you did do it. Oh.
Yeah, we
wonderful.
did. We absolutely. That's
Oh,
where
yeah.
Arthur
Right.
died.
We
How
took
many
care of
forests are
business.
there?
Look, George, that's
few.
a lot. More than
Not
one.
there- I've only seen one though. Oh.
Oh,
You've
there's at
seen more.
least two.
There's at least 2 in this whole world.
Okay, so right now we're going. I'm gonna go take care of this family business. It'll be fast. I promise. Then we're gonna go find the ore, and we're going to slap some sense into him. All right.
Oh, I love slapping sense into people. Oh, I wish Vinny were here.
Yes, that would be good. That would have been awesome. Because if there's one thing I don't like, it's other people taking credit for things that I do.
Are we really that fussed? I don't know.
Well, Arthur, if anyone should be upset, it should be Arthur. This man is literally taking credit for what you died for, Arthur.
Arthur is just very quiet, very. Even you said that to him, You can see he's visibly angry, but he's like white knuckling it, just not saying anything.
Don't worry, Arthur. I was a big party crasher back in my 200s. Big party crasher. We got this.
Oh, we absolutely got this.
I guess we can see what they're about and why they're trying to claim it, I suppose. I don't really want to start any shit, as the kids say, though.
Oh, but the Or is also who I suspect might have ties to the Dragon. So we need to go start some shit with him anyway.
Well, no helping it then, I guess. Shall we do the thing?
Yeah, I'd assume we were talking and walking anyway.
Yeah.
Yes. You keep heading south, and you eventually come to the edge of the park, and it's got just this very small. It seems to be mostly just to mark a barrier than anything. This little white picket fence that just goes along the edge of the park. It shows where the entrances and exits are. It has a little bit of a sign that says, it says, please don't pick any flowers. It says, pick up after yourself. Just a bit of, rules for everyone's benefit. And instead, you find yourselves, as you exit the park, you pass a couple of houses. You enter the Circle of Wonders. And the first thing that you all see is this large, deep pit with these white stoned pews and lectures and bleachers. And at the bottom, there's this pristine white sand fighting pit with several entrances leading underground. You can see a couple of people are walking down with rakes, just working the sand, making it look nice. They're creating what looks like almost like a dragon's head is what they're forming in the sand. They're trying to create one of those, patterns. And there are smaller, similar, less low circles all around where you see people. Some seems to be just amateurs. Some seem to be people doing training exercises. A couple are sparring. Seems to be a very much of a fighting operation happening. There's some people with blunted swords and shields squaring off. Some people are practicing fisticuffs. You see a couple that are just standing with a coach and they're doing burpees currently. You also see across, you see the large amphitheater. Currently, it's empty. There's a couple of people sitting, using it almost like a place to have their lunch. But there's nothing going on. There's a lot of foot traffic happening in the middle. You look over and you see the large mansion-like building. 4 stories tall. It has this very ornate fence around, and you can see what looks like an outdoor serving area where several people are currently eating, and there's large open doors leading in. It looks pristine, and you can see a slew of people walking around in these very, very loose-fitted robes. They all seem to be wearing silvery robes.
Oh, well, that's the sun, because Rudy's acting as tour guide now to distract him. So it's like, oh, that's the Sunlock Arena. It's actually pretty much all the rage. There's apparently you can actually if you want to. If we probably don't have time, but if we can catch to someone maybe challenging the champion, that would be quite a sight. Although I feel like we might be able to defeat him by this point. At least back when I was young, he seemed almost undefeatable. That is the Twilight Theatre. Mostly opera there. There's quite a lot of culture here in the Ivory Hold. And that place is just a place. We don't need to worry about that. let's
Oh,
keep moving.
I need to
Well,
worry
now
No,
about
we
that.
don't. We
Curious.
really don't. No,
Actually,
no,
would
not at all.
Nana remember that? Does she know what?
Nana would know what that place is. Yes.
Yeah, what is that place?
And Nana, we don't need to talk about that place.
Oh,
We just need to
okay.
keep
What is
moving.
what is
yeah?
that place?
Wait, what is the place?
Yeah.
Nana?
Nana, you would know, and this is just for Nana. Everyone, try to hold your poker faces. It is
Okay.
known as the Palace of Promiscuity.
I
Oh,
had a
okay.
feeling.
Yeah.
I had
Oh,
a
okay.
feeling.
Oh,
So Nana,
yes.
we don't need to go there.
Oh, I've already been.
Been where now? No.
Oh no, it's all good, Arthur. We're on such a tight schedule.
Yes, no time for detours.
I will say they're lovely
distractions.
people. They really enjoy brownies.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, so they're a kitchen or like bakers?
A kitchen of sorts.
Hmm.
They have food.
They have food. Yes.
They have food.
They are quite
want
famous
more.
for their dinners, actually, if we're being honest.
Yes.
should
Amazing.
Oh,
dinner
we should go to
tonight
dinner
then.
there
No,
tonight.
feel
no,
like
no,
that's where
no,
Na-
no, we
that's why
should
Nana
not.
went there
No,
to
we
taste
should
the
not. We
food.
should not go for
Like-
dinner there. No, it's out of
Very
our price
strange.
range.
Nana
Coming
and
from
Night
you.
Oh,
Rudy.
out of our price range, I highly doubt it.
Oh no!
Normally jump on
look,
food offers.
Well, just look. I had a bad experience there. Like indigestion, terrible. Like, no.
Well, look, we'll go there and you can not.
No. We need to keep walking.
I'm sure we can eat somewhere else. It's fine.
Yes. We have a banquet in our honor tomorrow. We don't want to spoil our appetite.
If we were to look at the menu and the price range, what would the price range be?
Well, there's no actual pricing visible.
We don't need to go near the palace, Nana.
The more you're telling me that we shouldn't go there, the more it makes me think I should go there.
That's exactly right.
Doing anything?
Well, you're welcome to get lost in the city you know nothing about. I'm going to keep heading towards the McGee estate.
Yes, we're following. George, I'll tell you
Speaking of
later.
getting lost, you turn and you walk the western side of the Twilight Theater, and you see this massive street, just this crowded, packed with people, bustling noise street coming up, and it is loud. It is completely dense with people. You see these silver and gold banners hanging all over. You hear people yelling. You see people dragging on each other. You see these stalls of foods and items. You see someone who's trying to sell off fabric. You can see people are dragging their children around. This incredibly dense market street, the Gilded Bazaar.
Oh, no.
You can smell food, you smell incense, you smell spices and herbs. You can smell leather, tanned leather. You can smell metal. There's just all of it. You also smell urine and feces.
Lovely.
This would be this would be where a lot of the magical item trading would happen, right, Josie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So, Gerald, if we have time later, if you want, we can. There's a lot more magical item trade happening here in the Ivory Hold rather than Ebonspire.
Oh, really?
So, if you're on the lookout for anything interesting or unique, you might want to come back here if we have time.
Oh, well, it could be worth making the time if there's something that could keep us alive.
You just have to be wary not to step on anyone's shit, metaphorically and literally. There's a lot of animals for sale, and no one really
and then
picks
Gerald
up.
just rises vertically up off the ground on the broom.
On the broom.
Yeah. I must go, my people need me.
Are you going high or just like getting your feet off the ground? Because you are reaching like denser population. There's a risk of like losing each other or bumping into people.
I'm gonna be like above head height.
Yeah. You do hear a lot of people pointing, yelling, shouting at you. You do see pushing through the crowd, you see what looks like two guards coming towards you, yelling, "Oh, sir! Sir?
Yes,
Sir! Please come down from there. Please, feet on the ground, if you will. Do you have a license? Do you have the appropriate
License?
paperwork for flying in the city?
I'm a wizard.
I don't care. Please, if you were a wizard of known repute, you would know to not fly within the city unless you have the proper paperwork. Please come down.
Is that a thing, Rudy?
Was it a thing when Rudy was here? Like,
You've
I was
never
surprised I
flown
wouldn't really
in the
know.
city.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Oh,
Like, you don't
yeah,
know. That
yeah.
could be bullshit, could be true.
oh, sorry, Gerald. I had no idea. I don't tend to fly that often.
Can I? If we're unsure if it's true, can I insight or something to make sure it's true, or if I have a feeling if
Sure.
it's true or something?
Make an insight check.
25.
25. Yeah. They seem to be honest. They seem to be very much needing Gerald to get down. There's no sense of lie. There's no like tone inflection that would tell you that they're bullshitting, trying to get a rise. They seem genuinely to be like, please come down from there. Like,
Sorry,
please
I'm
come
from
down.
out of town. Where can I acquire such a thing?
You would need to go to the headquarters of the Sentinels and fill out the paperwork. You would need to have your like gesture towards your broom, your implement registered, and you would have to go through a class.
A class?
Yes, to make sure you don't fly anywhere you're not supposed to, and follow the appropriate rules.
Gerald, maybe after we do my little trip, we can just maybe flash the Vanguard seal somewhere and maybe clear up any of this sort of business. That way you might not have to do any of this.
This all seems quite unnecessary. There's not really much
There
air
are
traffic.
places where you are not allowed to go in the city. Having
okay.
unauthorized people flying is
Where's
a safety
that?
issue.
Mhm.
Many places. I'm not going to list them for you. I need you to listen to me and come down to the ground.
Gerald, just for now, do you mind?
What's the maximum unlicensed height that one may?
12 inches.
Very well. I'm gonna
Please maintain a hovering altitude where your feet are less than 12 inches off the ground.
Hey, at least you can't step in any shit then.
I hope your
that's-
robes like are still sweeping along. the
No,
road.
the robes are like
They
Oh,
billow, so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
it's actually
The
pretty,
robes-
pretty safe.
the robes are acting as if Gerald is flying full speed into a hurricane.
I love that. I hope they're hitting people in the face too.
With the girl.
Yeah, as you're coming down, they definitely are. There's like some people going.
I'm telling you, it'd be better if I was in the air.
Maybe so, sir, but there are still laws within the Ivory Hold. I
Sure.
am going to have to fine you a 5 gold and a warning.
What?
I will be writing you a ticket.
Oh, Gerald.
Well, this is
And
absolutely
you see one of them
nonsense.
takes out a little
Oh.
portable writing desk.
Oh,
and
Do you
write-
know who we are?
Gerald, I'll get it. I just need to get home, all right? Just.
And as you say that, they look at you. You a local?
Oh, I haven't been home for a long time. I'm from the McGee family.
Keep an eye on this one, please.
I absolutely will.
We'll
yes.
let you go with just a warning this time.
Oh, thank
welcome
you.
back.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And they sort of like rip the paper and just goes, fucking tourists. You can hear as they leave.
Oh my
That
God.
felt dirty. Why did I say that? Can we just go?
No, I
Someone.
don't like this place very much all of a sudden.
I'll get you your license. I'm sure I can say
I
that name a
don't
few
need
more
a
times.
license. I'm
No, I know
perfectly
you-
capable of flying.
I know you're perfectly capable, but George, are you okay here? It's a little busy.
I'll be fine, and I have some ideas. Don't worry about it.
Okay, all right. Well, follow me.
Josie, I want to keep an ear out for the people talking and hear if I hear any family names
Any family
that I
names?
can use.
Make a perception
No!
check. Yeah.
Oh, hang on, I'm gonna. Hang on, I gotta
18.
list
No,
it.
Is,
Hold on.
is George gonna try and
Yeah.
like become
name?
someone
Yeah,
else's
the
son?
thing is that Aussie actually has a list of like renowned family
Oh,
names.
please, yes. Yes.
Uh, 18. Okay, with an 18, roll me a d6.
Oh no.
I can't wait.
Oh dear. Oh, you're muted, Guda?
Thank you. I rolled a 1.
A 1. You do start hearing some bubbling around coming from. You didn't realize, but as you were all being talking to these guards, there was actually, and you saw this or sensed it more, George. People were pushed away as a troop of guards, sentinelas, as they are called, walked past with someone in the center, and you hear someone going, was that the matriarch Shoreguard? What? Are they back from the hunt?
Oh, let's go, George.
Hey, Rudy, quick question.
Yes, George.
What do you know about a shore guard?
Oh, well, I just.
They have kids.
Well, I don't know much. I've been away for quite some time, but the name Shoreguard, they responsible for like pretty much the security, the guards, the maintaining of the prison. So a highly regarded family, mostly in like sort of military and that sort of side of things.
I see. Good to know.
George, I know that tone.
Huh? What?
George, just at least until we have taken care of our business. Please.
Don't worry. I can get things done while you guys are getting things done. There's no problem.
Oh, I absolutely believe you, but last time you did something, you got something done without us, I became a mother. So, can we just...
Come on, darling. We gotta go see your family.
What did we say about words, Arthur?
Sorry.
Thank you. Apology accepted.
You pass
But-
by the Gilded Bazaar. You keep heading in the direction of this large, regal-looking structure. That Rudy and Nana, you would know that this is the Cathedral in Ivory, a large building of. It is one of the oldest buildings in the city, aside from the castle itself. And as you're getting nearer, you see, after you pass by the section of residential district, looks like a lot of residents are built around the Gilded Bazaar. You pass by a couple of blocks, and you start to see more of these estate-like buildings, but they are smaller, less well-kept. Some of them are built against each other. Some look like they share a yard. Just definitely people of higher income than your local populace, but separated from what is colloquially referred to as the nobles district. And you come upon, Rudy leads you to one such estate. Looks like the grass hasn't been seen to. The garden has been left for a couple of weeks. You see a couple of the windows have the curtains drawn. Looks like they haven't been washed. The actual building itself, the facade hasn't been tended to. There's a bit of a clinging growth coming up on the walls. It looks like there's a shed completely overgrown. And there's a sign. There's these low stone walls, and then there's a high brass gate. And there's a sign that says Mezagi.
It's the place then, is it?
Yep, this is the place.
time to zip it, look nice, and walk in after you.
Well, I suppose we better get this over and done with then. Although, this place is looking quite a state of disrepair. Back when I was younger, my father would never have wanted this place to look like this. Anyway, I'm
Do you
assuming
want
there's
me to
no...
hold your hand while we walk in?
No, Arthur, I'm fine. I'm perfectly capable of, this.
Well, you let us know if you need anything.
Oh, I most certainly will. Although if you hear yelling, that's probably just me getting something out of my system.
Okay.
As Rudy puts his hands on the gate and push them open, they creak audibly, screeching on unoiled hinges, gravel scraping against the bottom of the gate. We're gonna take a break.
What?
Break time.
Perfect
Break
timing. I'm gonna
time.
go break this knot in my shoulder, and I'll be right
Do it.
back.
Do it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to break the fast of us not having ads over here, I suppose.
Nice,
I-
nice. I'll be
I'm
right back.
gonna I'm gonna run an ad break so we can get rid of it, so we won't have to worry about it. Hopefully for the rest of the session.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have people running off to the bathroom, refilling drinks, asking some questions, hanging out,
I will
and I'll be
staying.
answering. I'll be answering questions.
I have a question for
Oh.
Josie.
Yes.
What would have happened if I made that intimidation check?
You will never find out. Because you might get the chance to do it again.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell
You
you.
shocked me when you asked me to roll that because I was like, what? I'm just trying to wordsmith because he's, College of Eloquence,
Yeah, but it was your choice of words.
I was shook it.
You like questioning
I was-
him, like choosing the words you did, putting arguments out there. He wasn't really expecting someone to retort and talk back. But you haven't experienced what the
Time
others
to
have
meet George.
experienced.
Yeah.
Because the
People
others have
meeting
been through
George
some
for the
shit.
first time. Not used
Yeah.
to being talked back against.
Yeah.
Jalira too.
You haven't been mauled by any panthers.
Yeah.
No, I have met him once before, but no panthers yet, except my own.
All right.
I wanna
I'm
know.
going to go to the loo and then I'll be back. For
I'm
more
considering.
dragons.
Well, they're gone. What's
Oh my
happening?
God. Hold on, we gotta wait for Roji to leave.
Okay. We're waiting for Rudy to leave. Shh. He's probably gonna fake leave. He's probably still there.
Yeah. How
Okay.
hard would it be to slip away?
How hard would it be to slip away?
Yeah, and go to the bougie area.
The bougie area.
I want to use
mean,
one of my new toys.
the bougie area
Yeah. Without being seen.
without being seen. I mean, there's lots of people around. Not right here where you are currently, but you could probably get lost in the residential area or in the bazaar. But you also don't know this city. You'd probably get lost.
But I do have my sense of direction back.
Yes. But that doesn't really mean anything if you don't know.
What
There's
if I
not a lot
tell
of
Benjamin
landmarks.
to keep an eye out on this?
Wow. Just finding every possible way.
I'm actually.
Oh,
No, I don't. I'm trying to figure out how I can get back.
How are you doing, Aussie?
I'm good. I'm good now.
You good? You good?
I know
You
what I
good?
could do. I can locate a creature to
And
get
you
back.
could. You definitely could. Yes. Use locate
Oh my
creature.
God. I want to do this. Just
Okay, George is planning to sneak off while the others go into the house, I assume.
I can wait until after he meets his parents, though, and because we're probably gonna go to the market at some point, and then then I'll just become a lost child.
Just a
dear.
lost child.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Listen, this is the first time George has done something to this caliber the entire campaign.
This is very true. This is very true.
I've held back for how long?
Mm.
You didn't have
So
to point out
long.
the bougie area. this if you hadn't pointed it out, that would not have happened.
But what do you mean? It was great the way that Aussie like pronounced
it
it.
was-
Like
it was
that's
great.
where my dad would want to live
It was really good, yeah.
because that's true.
That's very true.
That is true.
Very,
That is
very true.
Yeah.
I really liked how you did it.
Thank you.
But that's for the big shots, the actual big shots.
The actual big shots. I'm actually like I'm surprised saying Mesaki actually did something. that's kind of surprising. Oh dear. Oh well.
While in the bougie area, I want to listen out for more names.
Oh my god.
Especially any
names.
with missing kids or
Oh dear.
illegitimate kids. Oh, illegitimate kids would be better. I can just
Legitimate kids.
No,
illegitimate.
no.
Yes.
Let me
Oh,
actually.
I'm
No.
sorry, Ozzy.
Oh, you go for it. Good. This is great.
I will wait until after you meet your parents, though. I
It's
won't
not the
mess up your
parent
reunion.
stuff that I'm worried about. It's the meeting with the afterwards that I'm worried about. Because
It's
we
okay. I'm gonna become the Shore Gorge kid. Don't worry about it. And we'll get.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Oh! Let me reread them again, please.
You
Oh
should
my God.
probably reread your entire document.
Yeah, I've been that. Yeah.
I
I've
gave
been-
Ozzy homework.
No, you gave him panic.
Yeah, because I'm 19. Hang on, I'm pretty sure. No, I thought of that for a reason.
I return.
Oh no!
Okay, well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Uh-oh, what happened? I just got back.
I remembered the other reason why the name that George found out was flagging in my head. I'm like, why is that name? Because I was reading through the nobles and like what they do. I forgot to read Rudy's I forgot to like double check Rudy's actual backstory.
Ooh.
Now, George.
Don't worry about it. You only have to worry about it if I get caught.
Oh. Oh, Rudy, you are muted again. Did you mean to be muted?
I'm on push to talk and mute, so
Oh,
when I'm
okay.
laughing, you can't hear it.
Also,
Oh,
I think
okay.
your microphone is drooping.
I pushed it away from me
Oh,
Oh,
but
so
like
that I
earlier
could
during
see streams.
during
Yeah.
play as well.
Is this
Yeah.
better? Oh,
Oh, that's much better.
Oh,
yeah.
is this better?
I move my mic a lot.
Yeah. Because
Hello?
I've gotten feedback just a few times as well that it's can be very difficult to hear you, and sometimes when Aussie has those mic issues.
Yeah, I have
My
no
mic
idea
is
what
at
this is
the max volume possible.
Yeah, it's just placement. That's all.
This is as close as it gets.
No, that's
And-
and that's great when where it is. It's just obviously, like you said, it troops.
What?
What?
Can we
I'm
get
just-
the
I'm just being
spelling
an
for
audio
Rudy's
pedant, that's
actual
all.
name? I'll put it in
Yeah.
chat.
Don't
There we
think
go.
Rudy's given the party their full name.
No,
I mean, he could have
It's
inferred it.
Rudy Magic Hands McGee. We all know it.
Yeah,
Shut
yeah.
up. It's fine. I think we knew that you were a Mesaki though.
Yeah, we knew Mesagi. We knew Mesagi.
I don't know if we know like any more than that, but I
It was
know. I think we know
Rudius or
Mesaki.
something like that is what was in the
well,
letter?
it's been mentioned, but
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
to the party.
Yeah, I think we don't know the whole.
Yeah.
First
No,
name,
the
maybe?
party doesn't know, but his like given name was Rudy's Junior.
He's
Mm,
literally just Junior. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just Junior.
He's just Junior. Yeah.
man.
Hobbits is saying that a George-sized disaster is looming on the horizon.
Yeah, potentially,
No,
because
no,
Darcy
no.
now needs to turn around and go.
There
No.
Everyone gets their own mini George disaster.
I don't think Nana's
Arthur
had one
got
yet,
one.
so
Well, we'll see. We don't know if Nana got one on the side quest yet.
true. Oh god, Nana probably already has had her time.
Gerald's was first meeting George.
That's about
Yeah, it's
right.
fair. Everyone needs to have their own little stressful time
You
with
guys
George, I
took
think.
custody of a little shit. Now you have to take responsibility.
Eh,
You all
Arthur
ready
took
to
custody.
get going?
Yes.
Yes.
yes, let's do it.
Do it.
Let's hope this music doesn't kill everyone.
Nope. That's fine.
Perfect.
No, it's great. It's great.
It's great because you're great. Yeah, you pout.
What?
Ha! Got
You can know me all you want. I just know the truth.
That made my camera go fuzzy though.
It did.
Get hacked.
You push the gates open loudly. There's an untended gravel path filled with weeds. Leads up to the front door. There's an overgrown, half-dead apple tree. You walk up. The door looks weather-worn. There's a bit of an intricate design of an M. And there's a large knocker. While the house is 2 stories tall, it is fairly square. Not a lot of standout features. Do you knock on the door, or do you just walk in?
Well, no. Rudy would knock.
You knock. Dong, dong, dong. The brass knocker leaves a bit of residue on your gloves as you take your hand off.
Ugh. Right, well...
You don't hear anything.
Maybe they're not here. That would certainly explain the state of the place.
Did they say they were going to be elsewhere?
Did it say in the letter and Rudy just didn't
No.
read it properly? No, yeah. No, not that I'm aware of.
Can Arthur's look around the surroundings, see if there's maybe some, like, obviously someone's been home, just haven't been cleaning or anything like that? Like, people live
Make a
there?
perception check.
Perception. Roll. 23.
23. You do that thing where you take a few steps back and look in the windows, trying to get a scope of the building. And you look in one window and you do see what looks like someone has left a plate of food.
Okay.
And it doesn't look like it's gone bad. It looks like a cheap cut of meat, a few potatoes, and some broccoli that's been half eaten. It's only been set out for one person, and it's not at like a dinner table; it's at a desk.
There definitely someone's here. I think they might just be in the rooms tending to your mother, Rudy.
No, well, that's... Fine. Well, they get one more knock, and then I'm opening the door. Rudy knocks again. More
Knock again.
sort of forcefully.
Bang, bang, bang. You wait a moment. And then you hear footfalls. Coming closer to the door. The door opens. Slowly. Just peeking through. You see unkempt and disheveled. Probably hasn't shaved in a week, maybe 2. Don't know when he had a bath last. Wide-eyed. You see your father opens the door slowly. Junior. I didn't actually think you would come.
I'm surprised you recognized me wearing this. But yes, I got your letter.
I know it's you. I recognize your friends.
That's
Hello.
fair. Hope you don't mind company.
Just doesn't say anything, just opens the door, sort of gestures in.
Rudy nods,
You all
walks in.
Yeah. You all step in, and it's minimal effort cleaning has been done to this place. You're in a large hallway that seems to lead into a sitting room, and on the left-hand side, you see further in, there's a staircase leading up. There's a couple of doors leading into rooms on the right. The first door to the right would lead to the room where you saw the desk with the food on, Arthur. Mesagi Senior is wearing a loose-fitted shirt, a very basic trousers, and a pair of worn-down leather boots. I didn't expect you to come so quick. You can hear you straining to talk.
Oh, well, we've picked up a few tricks, when we've been out there saving the world.
He looks at you in disbelief, sort of like, whatever. Like, doesn't really believe you, but isn't gonna question it. So, sort of like a parent would give a look to a child who's making up a story, but the parent doesn't have the energy to argue it. Are you here to help?
I'll be honest, I don't know yet. At the very least, I have come.
I didn't think you would. Help.
Well, if you remember, I helped once, didn't I?
He looks like he wants to start arguing. But stops himself. Fine. And he walks towards the staircase. She's upstairs in her room. This place hasn't changed at all, really, from when you were young. The one thing you realize is the furniture. There's less of it. There's no paintings on the wall anymore. The ornate decoration is a lot less. There are no carpets. They've gone.
I can't help but notice that the place has fallen into a bit of disrepair.
What's it to you? You left long ago.
Oh, I'm just making conversation. You know how awkward silences can be?
Meanwhile, party behind's like,
I thought you'd be good at this sort of thing. Meaningless conversation that achieves nothing. At parties and whatnot.
Well, if you must know, your sister's marriage didn't exactly give us what we expected. Over the years, she's cut us off as well. We have nothing. Each other. She won't even look at us on the streets.
Oh. Well. I honestly, I don't know how to feel about that one. I don't know whether I should feel glad or upset that could have possibly hurt you more than anything I could have done.
All you hear is Arthur goes, ooh.
Rudy shoots Arthur a very, very, very upset look, but
You said no, so you said no words.
so he's veiled, so you can't really see
Oh, okay.
the look.
Well, both my children left. All I have left is my wife. I'll do anything to keep her around. You head up the stairs and you walk to the end of a small corridor. All the doors are closed. There's a bit of a dust in the air. It's being seen, the rays of sunlight coming through a roof window, and a window at the end of the corridor. You see the dust particles dancing. One door is open. You hear coughing coming from inside. She's not good.
Is
And,
it?
It's pretty bad.
Contagious at all?
I feel fine.
And you claim the fellows over in the cathedral said it's nothing they can do, it's her time.
Yeah. But you of all people should know that's what they believe for anything.
Well, yes, if it's one's natural time to go, it's their natural time to go.
Well, I'm not exactly rushing to give her something to let her go. Can you do anything?
I don't know. Before I enter, did you want me to save you back then? With the slime and whatnot? Did you want to return to her?
Yes. She was already sick back then. And I figured you gave me a second chance. So when my options ran dry, I figured might as well. And here you are. Either you would be the death of both of us, or maybe things can be different.
Well, we'll see. In many ways, I'm not the son that you used to know, and in many ways, I am still that small boy that you effectively abandoned, mistreated, and...
You ran away.
I only ran away because I was forced to.
No one pushed you away. You had a home, you had roof, you had food. I'll accept that you were too young to understand what was happening. But you ran away.
Well, I'll have you know I don't run away anymore. And then Rudy enters the room.
This is the only room in the entire house that's clean. Spotless. The only room in the house that still has decorations and fully furnished. There's a painting of a beautiful, should we say, assumption of what it would look like to see the world if you were standing on the top of the mountains that surround the city. There's a vase filled with flowers. You see a wash basin, a dresser, a vanity with a mirror polished, and a beautiful bed. And you see this sheer fabric hanging along the posts. And in the bed, coughing, sleeping, breathing raggedly. Let me double check. Skin and bones, almost skinnier than you yourself currently, is Annalie. Annalie McGee. She seems to be sleeping or unconscious, but it is not restful. She has coughing fits. She's breathing raggedly and unevenly. She looks pale, clammy. Next to her is what looks like a chamber pot. But it's got blood in it.
Would a medicine check, like, would Rudy be able to sort of, like, at a glance, sort of know what sort of, is it like disease or is it illness or?
Yeah, I'm gonna say if you just wanna take a look, you can do a medicine check with disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
Yeah, because that's just looking at what you can see without doing anything.
Yeah, I'll take the disadvantage. I'll just roll twice. It'll be fine.
Did we come in with Rudy, or is Rudy alone?
Rudy would have indicated
I
to
think
just
you would
stay out of the room.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
This
probably
one,
still
yeah.
in the corridor.
In the corridor, awkwardly,
Yeah.
like staring at the dad, going,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
So we'll take the 16.
16.
Hmm.
You look at her and something is definitely wrong. You're assuming by the position of the chamber pot that she's been coughing or vomiting blood. The fact that she's pale probably would give you some sense of anemia. She's rail thin. She probably hasn't been eating. You're uncertain. Really, it's not a disease as in a contracted disease.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's far along.
Yeah.
If what your dad says is true and she's been struggling for some time, she's definitely not good.
Right. Yeah. So Rudy would cast Detect Poison and Disease, if that would shed more clarity.
Cause detect poison and disease. Could you read to me what it defines?
Yeah. You can sense the presence and locations of poisons, poisonous creatures, and diseases. You can also identify what kind of poison, poisonous creature, or disease in each case.
She seems to have a disease that affects her gut, her intestines.
Right.
Let me get in there, baby.
Okay.
Food.
Hmm.
A nice weather we're having.
Rudy would then turn, after casting this and figuring this out, would then turn back to his father and go, "So how did this start? It seems to be a disease localized within her guts. I'm assuming, did you eat anywhere or..."
She said she had an upset stomach. She kept having it for a while. She ate less and less. And then the blood started. She barely eats. She drinks a little bit of water, or if I make her soup.
Right. Well... This is something I can potentially cure.
Are you sure?
Well, if it is as simple as just a disease, it's something that I firmly believe it's something I can take care of. It's definitely within the realms of the powers that I've wielded. However, if I may have a moment with the door closed.
Do you want me inside or outside?
Inside is fine. However, you probably won't like what you see. Or you might, I don't know.
He tentatively steps in and looks at the rest of you standing in the corridor. And he closes the door and turns to you, Rudy. I'm going to say, Rudy, make another medicine check.
Okay. With a disadvantage again, or?
No, this time just a medicine check.
18.
18. Exactly what you needed.
Ah!
Yeah!
Woo!
You can cure the disease, you're quite confident. But that's not going to be an automatic she's been saved.
No.
You can take away the cause. Or the symptoms. You can alleviate the immediate effect. But she's going to need rehabilitation, recovery.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm just giving you this information that you could essentially stop it from getting worse. But that doesn't necessarily take away all of the symptoms. Like, she's malnourished.
Yeah.
She's probably got like big iron deficiency. Her immune system is probably weak to shit.
Yes.
So like you could get rid of the disease easily, but that doesn't mean that she's saved.
Oh, of course,
by default.
No, that's
I just want you to know that.
Yeah. No,
I
just
want you to give that information.
Yeah. So I didn't modify my spells before the session, so I'm just like looking for the spells that I was intending.
Yeah,
to
you're
use,
free.
so,
You knew you were going into this. I'm gonna allow you to go through your spells because this was something that Rudy knew that he was coming into.
Bringing the
potentially.
doctor's bag.
Correct. Yeah.
He would bring the doctor's bag.
Yeah, doctor's bag.
Oh my god, it is.
Yeah, it is.
I just typed it in Aussie's chat. I was like, hey.
Is this the third or fourth episode of ER?
I think I said third or fourth in chat too.
Gouda has already pointed this out. Yes.
Oh my god. Because wait,
Kevin and I are the same.
Because you've had one where you took care of, actually, for being like that, you had one where Goose was sick. We've had Goose was sick at one point.
Yes.
I forgot about Goose had got hypothermia.
This is our fourth.
And then we had
and then
Sin.
we had Sin's leg.
And
then we had
Bjorn.
No, because we had the secret session, me and Rudy, where he was saving Dad.
This is 5.
Yeah.
Wait, then that's 6 for Rudy then. 5 for
And
the
then
rest
and then you had surgery on Claire.
Yes. Yeah.
And so this would be the 5th. No, because there's the train as well.
No,
not the train.
Not the train, but when the big battle before George and Nana left. The elf.
Right, the elf. Yeah, it's 6.
That's right.
I was counting her in the original. I forgot
Vanna's
about the
gonna
one.
retire
No,
where
that's
she
from
did.
true.
adventuring
That's true. Oh my god, I'm
open a
here for
clinic.
it. I'm actually here for
Oh,
it.
I think my internet dropped
Oh,
out
it's
for a
great.
couple of seconds there.
So we're in
Yeah.
the mid-season of.
Yeah. We've
And
had all the
Dramonia we
character.
are.
Yeah.
Mm.
We've established all of the character relationships, and now we're actually getting into the drama.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh
Who's
no,
the love
forgetting
triangle going to
Rudy's
be, though? That's...
backstory. You know that what happens when you get someone's backstory.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, an important person dies.
Oh shit, it's
Rudy,
deadlines.
no.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
It's okay. I'll cause so much chaos that you can't die. We have to deal with the chaos
Oh.
first.
Yeah.
We'll get to that after this. All right.
Rudy Senior closes the door and just stands by the door.
How much do you know about deities?
We know that the cathedral worships someone they refer to as the princess.
Yes.
We tried to inject ourselves into the covenant, but yeah, weren't really accepted.
Yes, a pallid princess, also known as Urgathoa.
And he looks a bit like, oh, okay.
She doesn't really believe in preventing natural death. She doesn't stand for it, honestly.
How do you mean?
Well, she believes in, well, not so much she believes, but she represents satisfying one's own selfish desires, ensuring that the life you live is what you want out of it. Indulging gluttony is normally a very, direct way
Is that
of
why they
appeasing
have the
Urgathoa.
feasts?
Oh, yes. Absolutely. So when it comes to, saving someone's life who's been attacked, or maybe in battle reviving a fallen ally, I perceive it as not yet their natural time to die. Something is interjected in their life and attacked and caused their death to come faster. As of this point, my powers haven't been hindered, so I believe that Urgathoa, at least on some level, agrees with my understanding of this. However, illness, disease, these can be natural. These can be naturally occurring within the body. Therefore, if it is one's natural time to die, then that would be why you have gotten the answer from the cathedral that you have.
So you're not going to save her?
I am too conflicted. So I'm not going to be the one to answer your question. And Rudy takes off the hood, unveils his face. As someone who gains his power from Urgathoa directly, I will leave this in her hands.
What are you?
What I need to be to get things done.
You're here to kill us.
No, heavens no. No. And with this, Rudy would clutch at one of the bones that he's been holding, that he took from the graveyard, and casts commune.
That is a ritual you would have to set up. It has some time.
Yep.
Would you start doing it?
Yeah, you would start doing it there and then.
And Rudy Sr. just pushes himself against the door. You outside can hear like the creaking pressure of the door, you know, like someone leaning against it. And you can hear muffled. I'd say that George and Arthur can pick up what's being said inside the room.
Mm-hmm.
Think he needs help?
I think we stay out of here. I don't think interfering would be the best interests for us or for Rudy right now.
Okay,
As you're
but if
sit-
the dad goes ballistic, I'm going in.
Oh yeah, look, if he starts shooting, we start shooting. Well,
Shooting,
when I mean
yeah.
shooting, I shoot my arrows, Gerald.
No, wait, sorry, I'm gonna
Doing
have
and
to.
blasting.
What does George do at the notion of shooting?
He kind of pats his leg for a moment and gets a little evil look on his face.
I'm sorry. What?
As you're setting up the ritual, Rudy Sr. walks around, tries to not get close to you, but sits down on the bed with his wife and reaches for a bowl of water and starts just patting her down, getting rid of any excess sweat, fluffs her pillow. She doesn't seem to come to more than flickering eyelids and a change in breath. You cast the spell Commune. I believe you get 3 questions.
Now, just something that, just for my own sake, would this be similar to a situation that Rudy has been in before, where he wanted to heal someone and the power was not given?
Is that the first question?
Not particularly, but to him, this reeks of the similar situation. Yes? Like, would that be just how he...
Maybe. You'll have to ask. You're currently actively communing. Your questions will be carefully thought out.
Yeah. Yes.
You don't have the party to help you work.
I know!
Please be careful.
And I've had a really
Or-
busy day, so I haven't really had time to think about how I was going to do this. Okay.
If you
Take your time,
need
take your time.
someone
Yeah,
to wordsmith,
No, it's
You're
okay.
all
No,
in the hall.
I
If
knew
you-
I knew my skeleton structure of what I'm going to do here.
You
you got this. Ah,
Really, after Ator just visited us, how dare you?
I was outside the game.
Uh-huh,
Thank you very much.
Uh-huh. He doesn't find this very humorous, okay?
I feel like that one should count. Yeah, the first question was
I didn't do anything.
okay. Is Agatha, is this my mother's time?
You focus. You set up your little sash of items in front of you. And you hear footsteps. Like hard footsteps on wooden floor. You hear a voice whisper in your ear, very close. It could be.
if I indulge this selfish desire to hurt my family, and he's speaking out loud.
Hmm?
And was to do nothing but walk away. Would this appease you?
Yes.
I'm having trouble wording this final one, sorry. And if I was to heal my mother, give my family a second chance, purely out of the goodness of my heart, this would upset you.
You hear the footfalls move. And it sounds like a creak on the bed. Oh. And you hear your mother's voice, weak and frail. Who's there? And you hear Urgathoa say, no one, my love. Close your eyes. And the weight is lifted from the bed again, and the voice comes back like someone leaning real close to the back of your ear. They are your choices. Both of them follow my path. And it sounds like she walks away towards the door. But then footfalls grow distant, distant, distant. You open your eyes and your father is just staring at you, wide-eyed, while he's simultaneously caressing your mother's hair.
Rudy would pack up the things that he can pack up, if there was anything to, like, as in his,
Yeah.
His implements and whatnot. And he stands up.
So this is it then.
I don't blindly follow with faith. But I do acknowledge that these powers that are given to me are given to me for a reason. I only have one more question.
Go ahead. And he sort of prepares himself for a blow almost, like stretches up his back, puts his hands forward.
If you could go back to when I lived at home, when my sister lived at home, would you do it all again? Knowing that this is how it would turn out.
If I knew, no. I would do it all different. I'm about to lose the last person of my family. I lost you. I lost Felicia. And now, my dear Annalie. I would rather lose everything if I could still have you.
And if your schemes worked, if you ended up with the I don't know what it even was that you wanted, if you obtained your estate, riches, the fame to the name, whatever it is you wanted, would you do it all again?
Again. If I knew what I know now. No. I would do it differently.
I will need to do an insight check on that one.
Okay.
That's a 28.
28. You get the sense that he would probably seek other means. He would do it differently. That doesn't mean that he would stumble and fall again. But he would, honestly, try to find another way.
Rudy casts Remove Disease.
Is it a touch spell?
It is... sorry. Looking for it now. Clerics have so many spells. Oh, sorry. Oh, it's Lesser Restoration, isn't it? That's
Could
what
be.
it's casting. It is Lesser Restoration. That's what he's trying to cast because that removes disease. It is touch, yes.
Okay. So you walk up to Annalie.
And he puts his hand on hers. Ungloved.
Take the glove off. Your father's eye stares down at your hand. You grab hers. You say a quiet prayer to the Pallid Princess. And it is not a sudden shift, a miraculous recovery, but ever so faintly, you can see the pain contorts your mother's face. Just the edge is taken off. Like suddenly she's resting a bit more peacefully.
So the disease has been removed.
Yes.
I have removed the disease that ails her. However, after battling this for so long, she is still incredibly weak. You have your second chance. That is all I can give you.
He looks at you. And he holds back tears as he again straightens his back. Thank you. That is all I have to give you. Thank you.
I don't want your thanks. I did this only because it was the right thing to do. A good friend of mine recently said that my morals have been changing, that I have been not who I was in the past. And while my intentions may have been pure, maybe I have taken steps down a path that may seem dark to others. This was the right thing to do, and that is the only reason I have done it. And that is why I look like this. Because it's the right thing to do, and I'm the only one who can do it.
Gives you a quiet nod, then he looks over towards Annalie. And he weeps. Outside, you can all hear sobbing growing to full cascade of crying.
God, it's like the most awkward silence out there.
As the door opens, Rudy steps back out.
And we all sort of just perk up. Rudy, is everything okay?
Rudy closes the door and just starts walking towards the staircase and goes, No, everything is not. But my mother is cured of the disease that ails her. Whether she survives or not is up to my deaf father.
Oh, good. Sort of looks at Nana, not really sure how to pass this social situation. Good. Are you pleased with the outcome?
I don't know. But at least I know I did the right thing.
All right, well, that's good enough for me then. Sort of just looks at the rest of the party like this is the most
yeah.
like. Did you want to leave?
Oh, most certainly. I don't think I'll be coming back.
How about I buy you a drink, Rudy?
You can buy me all the drinks in the world. I don't think I'm going to be able to feel any better about this.
It's not about feeling better or even talking about. It's just being with your friends, having a drink.
Let's go find a nerd dragon.
Before they leave the
Okay.
house, Nana's just gonna sort of like look back at the door, and like if there's a little counter near the door, she's just gonna like pull out a handful of the good berries that she got from like Gerald Land, and just pop them on the counter and just like leave them there.
What sort of passive perception would Rudy need to have to see that happen?
I don't think
I don't think she would
hiding
hide it. No.
it. So you would see her do it.
Rudy catches Nana's eye and nods.
Okay, and then she gives him the nod back.
Like Nana's ever not gonna feed someone.
I mean, just got these good berries away in my pockets.
I mean, technically, they're also good berries, so they're little calorie bombs. They
Yeah.
specifically
They
give
would
you
be-
like enough nourishment for a day.
I
So
was like, just
Yeah.
juice them, man. You can
Yeah.
liquid
And
diet. all
they
that. Yeah.
heal a hit point as well, right?
1 hit point, yes, and you get enough nourishment for a full day.
That's
So yeah.
Having one of those
Actually, that's
would
pretty good.
really.
It's
Like,
Yeah.
and like a
it's,
small handful. That's like a
Oh.
week,
Question
maybe.
is
It's
if
like
he's
a
gonna
sensu bean.
figure out. 'Cause if the dad doesn't know what these are, he'll be like, "What the fuck?"
I
I don't
They
know.
weren't
Yeah.
there when Rudy was when they party wasn't there, and now they're there now. I feel like, and I mean, why? Rudy's not that spiteful to heal his mother and then poison her after.
Then leave
I
poison
feel like
berries
It's like,
behind.
ooh.
Like,
Wow.
that would be pretty freaking dark.
brutal.
But yes,
Wow.
Rudy
I have a
would.
character that would do that.
Yeah, it's George. No,
No,
Yeah.
no, we got this play right now.
Right
In
now.
the past, however, and I think, yeah, in his past, he probably would have,
God.
probably has.
Anyway,
So where you
yeah,
leave the house,
bustle out of that house as quickly
yeah,
as
you
possible.
just
Like,
come out
oh.
back,
Yeah.
and from that like really tense ambiance, you're back out onto the streets. Like the midday sun is blaring down at you. There's people moving around left to right, and you just exhale the tension.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I breathed that whole time.
Right.
And you hear a voice that says, "I don't think I did either."
I forgot about him.
How could you?
I know. Where is he right now? Whose shoulder is he riding on? I need to know.
He's poking up out of Arthur's backpack.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. It must be my old age. She's just like, I just forgot you existed. Like, didn't remember you came with us at all.
So Rudy, where would you lead the party?
Where would Rudy lead the party? Oh,
You
he's
know,
also
a
covered up
handful-
again, by the way. he's definitely covered up again.
You did say you had the mask back on when you came out of the bedroom.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Sorry.
You know of a couple of places that are like
mm.
taverns and inns, but you
Mm.
also know there's food at the bazaar.
Mm.
There's,
But what
plenty of
time?
choices.
What time of day is it? About after midnight.
It's like 1:30 p.m.
Right. Well, I have.
But
two...
it feels like morning because you woke up like 2.5 hours ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. Well, I say, if everyone wants to, we could go hit up the lead that I think we have onto this gold dragon. Or we could go drown our sorrows in drinks. Either or works with me.
Well, why don't we do one and then the other?
I don't suggest we drown our sorrows before going talking to
No,
the...
I was thinking the reverse option.
I've had enough awkwardness for a good week, I think. Let's attend to business, I think. Perhaps it will get your mind off all of that for a little bit.
Right. Well, I suppose the ore would be found in the castle. We would have to somehow get an audience with... We could just barge in stating we're the Vanguard of the Black and to let us through.
We do have scrolls.
And we
And
can
I-
barge very well.
I would really like to belittle someone right now. That would feel good.
Maybe just rein that in just a little bit if we're doing a diplomatic
Fine.
thing here.
Rudy would know to sort of lead to the castle then, I suppose. That would be the point of, I would assume.
You once again pass through the Circle of Wonders. This time you walk on the opposite side of the park, and you come upon these white walls made out of natural rock, and a castle that's been carved out of the very stone itself. Getting closer, you can see these bestial gargoyles, jagged and rough, just spread all along this tall, almost spiraling mountain top that's just sitting in the middle of the castle walls. The castle gates are close, an inner gate, and standing by the main gate, you see massive, 20 feet tall, one on each side of the entrance, fully armed fire giants.
Well,
Just happy we're not in Elden Ring, that's all.
that's quite intimidating. Are they normally here, Rudy?
And they're just looking at people passing by.
Oh, well, I suppose we just go in then. Or perhaps we knock.
Well, your guess is as good as mine, honestly.
Oh, you've not been through the sort of just gestures generally at whatever this is that they're going into?
No, Gerald, I would like to think that as a small child, I would not have, gone into the castle.
Oh, how old were you when you left the place?
Well, a little older, but you don't tend to go into castles.
Well, I don't know
Unannounced.
anything about nobles.
I'm not a noble.
Are
Are
you
you
not?
not?
I always thought you were, Rudy, the way you presented
You've
yourself.
got a very
Elegant.
noble demeanor, dear.
Oh,
Rudy is
thank
much
you, Nana.
kinder than nobles. He's not a noble.
Are nobles stuck up?
I mean, Rudy can be very stuck up, to be fair.
Anyway, are we going in?
Yes, and so the gate's closed, right?
There
Or is it-
is almost like the walls come in and closes off, and the giants are standing by this open bit, and then beyond them there is a full gate,
Right.
like with the portcullis and everything.
Okay.
And
Is
I'm
it-
not saying that people are walking in and out; people are passing
passing
by
by,
on the
yeah.
street.
Oh, okay. In that case, Nana's gonna just kind of go up to as far as she can reach on one of them and
you,
just go.
you don't even reach the ankle of one.
Just like tap a toe.
No touchy.
But as you're
touchy.
getting closer, you do see the closer one just looks down on you, like follows you with their
Yeah, oh,
eyes.
perfect. Oh, good. I haven't been here in a while. And we need to see someone in the castle. Is this a good way to go?
Oh, you need to see someone in the castle. The fire
Yes,
giant.
yes.
Oh, do you have an invitation?
I'm afraid we don't, but we are the
I'm sorry,
vanguard
can't
of
let
the
you in.
Black.
Actually,
I can't let
think-
you in without the invitation.
I think we do have an invitation. Who was it? Shoreguard told us that she wanted us to go in there, but Rudy, do you remember where she told us to go?
Rudy then looks to the fire giant. Oh, we come on the behalf of the Queen of Ebonspire. We're the vanguard of the Black, and we wish to enter the castle.
And the fire giant looks to the other one and says, Oliver, you heard anything about this vanguard of the Black? The other fire giant goes, Nah. I'm sorry,
then
love. We don't know who you are.
Would a
Nana fishes
seal?
out a scroll or who has them? Someone has them. We've got like 5.
We've got a couple.
We've got
scrolls.
we've got 5.
We got
so,
scrolls, yo.
Yeah. She'll try and hand someone a scroll, one of them.
You see the fire giant's hand comes down and just picks it
Gingerly.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just one moment, and takes out of a pouch these spectacles that are on the chain. Oh, this is wonderful, love, but I'm sorry. The queen has no authority here. I can't let you in with this. You need the king's seal. And she just, hands it back down.
Well,
Oh,
that's
thank you very
fantastic.
much.
We are looking to see the king, so if you could point us in the direction, that would be fantastic.
Well, there's the parade tomorrow. I mean, or if you will, if you win the tournament during the festivities, you get to dine with the king.
More in a
Tournament.
diplomatic sense.
Sorry, come again.
More in a diplomatic sense.
I'm sorry, but the king only has king sense. If you don't have a paper with a king seal, we won't let you in, love. I am sorry, but them's the rules.
But to see the king, though, we want to see him in a diplomatic sense. To get
Yes.
to-
Have you been invited in a diplomatic sense?
we're here in a diplomatic
All right,
capacity.
no, I think we understand. We have the wrong seal. We'll get the right seal. You said a tournament. And then it's like
Yes.
looking around going, do we want to?
Yes. Tomorrow in the Sunlock Arena.
We're
doing
And
the whole
how do
thing.
we join it?
I don't know.
I mean, we're
I guess you
emissaries. I don't
just say
think
you
I
want to
didn't-
join. It's an open sign up.
Let's do it.
Or
What?
you can try to yell at the king during the parade and hope he answers.
I say
yes.
we join it.
Wait. Well, surely we don't have to.
All of us. And we'll make it a bet between us who wins.
No.
Oh,
Surely we don't
oh.
have to like fight.
You're gonna fight each other.
Why would we do that?
For
we're,
fun?
we're here on
For
purely.
fun.
This is gonna sound like fun. No sort of sparring
on,
match
just-
between us.
No, that's a terrible idea. It sounds painful. We're
Oh
diplomats.
well, they don't allow the fights to go on if it gets too dangerous. They don't want
All right,
anyone to
Gerald,
die.
You can be the cheerleader.
Well,
I'm on
Oh,
Nana's
they-
team.
They.
Do all
I'm sorry.
diplomats have to fight to the death to see the
No.
king?
I'm
I
sorry.
don't think
Please,
they're talking to me anymore.
no, please ignore my
the other one
paranoid
just
friend
goes,
here.
Ah,
Is there
What
someone
kind of
we could
process is this?
Gerald, calm down. It's okay. Is there anyone we could speak to who could potentially assist us in gaining an audience with the king? Or at least someone we could speak to in regards to relations with Ebenspire and the Queen of Ebenspire?
yes, I'm sure there's plenty of people. Let's see off the top of my head. Parkany Sureguard would have connections. Iram Glintfair. Oh, and Jelem. Jelem knows. And if you're really feeling for a stretch, the High Priestess comes and goes as she wishes.
All of those are terrible options, but we'll take them. I should have known.
I'm sorry. I wish I could do more.
All right. Gerald, I think I have an idea. And
As
it
long
doesn't
as
inv-
it doesn't require bureaucracy, but I think I'm fine with it.
I mean, we could go talk to my sister.
Oh, she's still in town?
Potentially.
Oh, all right.
Now scurry along, please. And just like this little hand comes and just pushes all of you away from the gate.
Like, all right.
Yeah, you all fit like on the back of the hand, going like.
So, as we move away, Rudy sort of goes, "Sorry, George, I didn't mean to shut down your ploy there, but there's a reason why you probably shouldn't use that name to gain us access anywhere."
Do tell, I'm listening. I'm taking notes so I do better next time.
John Sureguard is married to my sister.
And that's where we're gonna end for today.
I knew it! Can't believe we called it! Can't believe we called it!
We totally
We
were like,
called this!
It has to be. It has to be.
And that is why I was doing it. I was
Oh, I
gonna do
love
that.
this.
Well.
You thought we were
Cuddly
done with the
has
Messigee
access
family.
to so many evil plans from George. I have like 5 get-rich-quick schemes.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
God.
Grudo was like, maybe I just steal one and then we just like forge it. And I was like, yeah, keep them coming. Like I'm down for any and all of this.
You're
Yeah, and I
welcome
just-
for that amazing cliffhanger, Josie.
Yeah, I will welcome. No, not welcome. I will confirm, Larzapan. Yes, the Sureguard family that pretty much stands for security and military on the Eastern Shard. They are like the main household for all of that. Is the family that Rudy's sister married into.
Yes.
Mm.
Nice.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I hope you all had fun. Any questions? Any tea?
That's
Oh my
great.
gosh.
I need to get something off my chest.
Go for it.
That insight roll determined whether Rudy did or did not
Mm.
heal his mother. That was I couldn't figure it out. Urgathoa was too cryptic. Well done. I couldn't.
Yeah, because according to Urgathoa, both options technically
Mm.
followed her tenets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Like-
choice was yours.
Yeah, because both options would have been for her. She would be like, no, they are both within the framework. Like, sure, while one was like remove a disease, it was at the same time done for selfish purposes, and it would continue the line that you have gone about saving your parents to prove that you are better than them, like to rub it in their face, essentially. So she was like, no, that would have been like a balanced thing. And then the leaving bit, she would have been like, yeah, you're just letting her die by disease, which is completely fine. And you're slapping your father in in his face. Like she was like, both are fine with me.
Yeah. I honestly didn't know
It's like,
either. I was
pop
like,
off,
ooh,
queen.
what's gonna happen?
But
Yeah.
And it was sort of also the decision of, do I want Rudy to remain, neutral good, or just go true neutral? Because I feel like walking away from that would be an alignment shift, surely. That's
Probably, yeah.
You've been good.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, hold on.
with an asterisk.
You're neutral.
With an asterisk.
I think a majority of the party is technically good, but we have our moments.
Yeah.
Because me and Aussie have had conversations about how to follow the beliefs of Urgathoa without going evil. Like we've been discussing interpretations and a lot of things like that.
Yeah, I mean, Gerald's not good. He's true neutral.
No.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
No,
know.
but that's obvious. We all know.
We know that.
But I think the key thing is, like, Rudy still saves lives. Like, that's...
Yeah.
And...
Yeah, he doesn't
With
like.
the
That doesn't make you
Yeah.
good though.
I mean,
Well,
he
I have this
he
kind
could
of
be worse. I'm telling you,
perspective,
it could be
yeah,
worse.
like-
Oh yeah.
At
But
least-
I
at least
felt
he's
like
not-
that was neutral, deciding whether to be whether it's going to take a step towards evil rather than being good,
I
taking a
mean,
step towards
grave
neutral.
robbing would be one of the steps that would have been easy for Rudy to do, which is kind of done.
Yeah.
But he asked first. No, but we've been talking about interpretations. We've had conversations about
He
this.
asked.
He
I
did.
I did ask
He
first.
literally did. Last session when he was in the graveyard,
That's true.
he
That's true.
was talking to the spirits and like
That's
He was
fair.
like, I'm sorry, but, like...
I need this.
Yeah.
I just want you to know everything that you do is teaching George morals. So he now knows that robbing graves is okay as long as you ask first. Because that's not something he would have known before. So you have taught him this as his mother.
yeah.
It was
I love
George-
it.
There
I
are
don't think
several
George was
there are
there for that,
several
mind
ways
you.
to get to meet the king. There are several ways to do it.
Well, we still have time
Um,
today to find another way.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's still plenty of time. Also, I do want to say it was never mentioned, but Rudy, since you have the information available, could you tell us and the audience what was the name of this friendly fire giant?
The name of the friendly fire giant. Oh, shoot.
Was it Clifford? Tell me it's Clifford.
I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. Sorry. I'm looking for it. Wait, it's not in the document. Wait, is it in Discord or the document?
It should be in the document.
Should be in the document.
Under the Castle Ivory Hold tab.
Castle Ivory Hold tab. Yes. Oh yeah. Olivia and Freckles.
Freckles. That's
Yeah,
cute.
no,
Is that, like, a
Olivar.
reference to
It's
something?
it's Olivar and Freckles.
Oliver
Oh,
and Freckles.
Oh,
They're
nice.
the fire giants. Yes.
I just thought it was funny
It
to
is
be
cute.
like, oh, here's this big fire giant.
And
and-
then
His
he's
name
like
is
super friendly.
Freckles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was kind of cute.
Freckles the
I was
friendly
gonna expect
fire
that.
giant.
But did you all have fun today? Even though it was another episode of Dramonia ER.
Yes, sorry for taking the whole session, guys.
No,
No, that was
I think we all
great.
knew. I think we all knew that this would be a very Rudy specific thing.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I-
I am a little sad we didn't fight the Punishment Panthers, but I like the way we went.
It could have been.
Mhm.
It could have
We
been.
could have.
Arthur
finished it,
wasn't,
but
by the sounds of it. He was straight
Mhm.
out
I-
of it.
no, it was great. I've been a good boy. See ya.
I just want to. I just want to use my new toys. Is all.
Ominous says, "Have I told you all how much I love you all?"
No.
Stop
And,
it.
and then
No,
follows up with
you.
Josie, amazing once again.
True.
No, you.
Now, I know for a fact Omina is possibly one of the most excited people for these
Yes.
Sundays.
Yes.
It's
Omina has
beautiful.
also seen, I believe, a teaser of the map of the city.
Ah,
Because
yeah.
I will tell you that Aussie has an actual map of the
Yeah.
city.
Nice.
I had to run and go find my phone in the break because I was accessing information from memory, and I was like, shoot, because my phone was charging, and I'm like, damn it, why isn't it not here? Why isn't it here? That's why I was like
There's
looking
a-
around when we got here. I was like, oh no, I thought the Punishment Panther would go longer.
So there's an actual
there's
map
a
of
map.
the city.
There's a map.
Can't believe I need a flying license. What is this shit?
That's amazing. That's
I mean,
so freaking funny.
Like, sure, it's a magical
hilarious.
world, but people just flying randomly can be an issue.
Like,
No,
like,
I-
it made
imagine
sense,
having
and I was like, I never
consequences.
thought of this.
Yeah, imagine if there was consequences to flying too high.
Yeah, because you might see things you're not supposed to, or go places you're not allowed,
Hmm.
Smile.
like the castle.
Look,
Mm.
to be
Like, we
fair,
don't need
I
a
was
license
like,
for walking, do we?
if nothing else works, I could just turn into a bird.
Yeah.
Go caw caw.
Yeah, or like an
Just a
ant. And
birdie
just be like, who's gonna stop an ant?
Yeah.
Nobody. That's who. Nobody.
You don't know if these fire giants have magnifying glasses.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I mean, you know that one of them have spectacles.
Mm.
So...
Oh my god. Nana can't go out like this.
Oh.
We don't need to fly when we can dimension door.
Can you though?
Yes.
Oh, okay. But that only lets you and one more
Mm.
person go in.
Is it
Rudy
just
could
one?
just go ethereal.
Yeah, you can only bring
Yeah.
one person.
Yeah, you can go
Ah.
ethereal. George can like literally go invisible. You and Arthur can go, and Nana can be like a bird.
Arthur
You'll be
doesn't go
fine.
invisible. Well, he
I'm bored.
sort of
Yeah,
does.
you can
Turn
go
other
into the
people invisible,
dimension
though.
door. Oh yeah.
I can make other. I can also
Yeah, but
polymorph myself
Rudy
in alter
can't see.
shape. I can alter self too.
Rudy.
I mean,
cannot.
Rudy
Even if he's
Rudy
invisible.
does technically have contacts, even though they left on bad terms.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's I'm kind of avoiding that contact because I still remember the line you wrote at the end, the last words they said to me, and I'm like, I don't really want to go back there just yet.
But the
I
from
don't
the
want to talk to
sister?
this
There's-
person.
yeah,
Yeah,
so-
no, there was the proverbial throwing of a hairdryer at Rudy's head. as he left the city.
Yeah,
Ah.
Makes
yeah.
sense. That
If
makes
you
sense.
must know when
I must know. Yes.
when
I
Rudy
absolutely
left
must.
when Rudy left the clergy. I'll just read it. It just reads really well. I don't think it reveals too much of Rudy if I read this. Does it, Josie? I don't think so.
Not about Rudy, but
No.
it might go ahead. I'll allow it.
Go ahead. Okay.
Yeah.
When the high priestess found out about Rudy's plans to leave the clergy, she lashed out in rage, screaming profanities and wielding a ceremonial scythe. She came at Rudy.
Oh.
Before running, he might have heard something along the lines of, "I will partake of your flesh, and the princess will bestow life upon my loved one. Run, Rudy, run. The reaping comes for you yet."
Also, like a high school reunion. Okay.
Yeah. Nothing.
Huh.
Nothing big.
Wait,
Huh.
that was leaving
Huh.
the clergy of Urgathoa?
Yeah.
And now
Like
you're
leaving
and
the
now
And
you're-
cathedral in
now look
Ivory.
Leaving
at
the-
you.
and
leaving the
now
yeah,
look who's
yeah.
back.
Who looks particularly raped, I might say.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, like jokes on her, because you don't have flesh to partake in. So,
Yeah.
But like the flesh has been partaken upon. I was
Oh.
actually thinking about that today when I reread the line. I'm like, huh, funny that.
I
That
mean, she didn't take it, but yeah.
Not
Don't-
funny.
Or maybe
ha,
she
ha.
did.
but
Funny.
funny.
weird.
Huh? Hmm.
Maybe you've just been dancing on the end of her puppet strings this whole time.
Mm. So
Ooh.
we're gonna try. We'll try Rudy's sister first, and then we'll go from there.
Rudy's
Don't
sister.
worry,
Don't
I
let
have
Arthur try
plans
Rudy's
to
sister
help with
first, though.
that.
You have heard now as well that apparently she cut contact with your parents.
Hmm.
Yes.
But
That's
Rudy ran first, so I wonder if there's some way of salvaging that.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Maybe. I mean, there's family drama.
Well, find out next
Yeah.
time on Dramonia.
Dramonia Sea. And if anyone's curious, I did have an actual, like, real life disease that I based her illness on.
Oh, I'm
But
curious. Yeah, I didn't know. I wanted to. Yeah.
UC,
You see.
ulcerative colitis. Ulcerative colitis.
Oh, yep. Okay.
So yeah, she had a bad time.
Yeah, when you first were describing it, I was wondering if you were describing like when people eat food that's unwashed and then they get parasites on their stomach, so they can't get
No.
nutrients. But then the more you described it, I was like,
Mm.
no, it's not that.
She just at the end she just couldn't eat because it
Mm.
caused pain to
Mm.
digest the food.
I was wondering if like the eating was the part that was
Yeah.
actually making her.
And so it was also that was also why Urgathoa was a bit like because it wasn't a bestowed ailment, it
Mm.
was like a natural condition that
Mm.
occurred on its own.
Mm.
Like if it had been that someone gave her a disease, that might
Oh,
have
if
been
someone
different.
gave it to her, yeah, then it would have been an easy.
Yeah, and so basically what you did was just essentially fix what caused the
Mm.
UC,
Mm.
but she still has the symptoms.
Mm.
And she still needs to get through the recovery.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
there was no way Rudy was going to do anything else aside from just remove the disease. That was the rest is on them now.
Which is such a wild thing in a fantasy world, actually, being able to just remove a disease.
Right.
Mm.
That's
Mm.
kind of wild.
That is
Mm.
kind of wild.
Yeah.
And to
But-
think that's not a high level spell either. That is.
Yeah,
I think-
that's why I
Yeah.
wanted to like really explain that like yes, you can remove the cause,
Mm.
but she still has the symptoms.
Yeah.
She
Mm.
still needs to like recover from
Mm.
what has happened as she's been having these symptoms.
Yeah.
And added
Because-
bonus. Rudy's
Because
father-
otherwise, having the spell lesser restoration is
Mm.
just like no one gets sick ever. Yay!
Yeah. Well, yeah. Bonus. Now Rudy's father owes him even more.
Oh my
So-
god! Yes.
Arthur
And
just
we
wants to
will
go
call-
talk
I
to
mean-
the king.
King.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Arthur's
George wants
angry.
lots of things.
Angie.
There's
He's
lots
Arthur-
of
taking
things.
credit.
Arthur
Taking Arthur's credit.
died.
I'm just
Mm.
waiting for y'all to go to the Gilded Bazaar.
Yes.
Go
I'm
shopping.
waiting
Yeah.
to go
We'll
and
get,
like
we'll get there. We'll get there.
friggin-
Oh god, yeah. I will say
Oh.
though, if any one of you ever goes to the Palace of Promiscuity, it will be censored. That's all I'm saying.
I gotta.
Can
you
I get
know,
an
The
uncensored
little
just
shit
in
in me
Discord?
really wants to go.
Nana's
Oh my God.
already been for
Yeah.
their dinners. So yeah.
So Nana would know that the servers do not wear anything.
Oh, that's more risque than I thought.
Good,
Fair
it's
enough.
called the
That-
Palace of
that's exactly what I was-
That's
Promiscuity.
more risque than I thought.
I thought it was gonna be, lingerie.
But that is a
uniforms,
special
something.
like evening dinner. That's like a
Mm.
special thing. They still have a
I don't wanna go
restaurant,
there anymore.
but they have like the
I just
special
don't want any
dinners.
extra sausages, that's all.
You actually don't get to pick.
Yeah.
It's also
I
part
mean-
of the palace. You say
enough.
that you want what type of service you're looking for, and they provide you with. It's the other
Shall
way
we-
around, where they essentially show your pictures to the workers, and the workers get to decide who
Shall I
work.
just I
Feel
could
free.
just read it, yeah.
Yeah.
An extravagant and luxurious brothel. Here people work and buy services all day long. The palace also hosts a very high-end silver-serving dinner every night. They pride themselves on knowing what the customer wants, and when anyone wants company, it is the worker who gets to choose if they want to be with the guest.
Nice.
Yes.
So you
Yeah.
choose nothing.
Nana literally like went, I heard you have really good food and I'd love to try it. And they were like,
The food is really good as
"Mm,
well.
okay."
Like, it is incredibly high end, and there is a look but no touching during the dinner.
Oh, she didn't
Of
care.
course.
It is incredibly. You get thrown out for the smallest thing.
Of course.
Hmm.
And
After
this
being in it
brothel,
now.
this palace of promiscuity is owned by a person who, in the lore, studied pleasure for 400 years.
Oh my lord.
Oh, wait.
Who made it their whole life thing. Yes, I
Yeah,
have
didn't
mentioned this
we-
before.
Yeah, you have. Yeah. Yeah. I remember this.
Oh dear.
I remember this.
Anywho, it is
Well,
Yeah,
quarter
it's-
to midnight.